That wasn't my fault.
No,
It was a glitch. It was a glitch.
But can I just say what was really funny? This is you. You just did now. This is you. I wanted to tap you and be like, look, he's doing it again. The concentration.
That was no, because obviously first time back in it in the stew. You gotta get it right.
Man said in the stew.
But yeah, we're back. We're back, baby. We're back like we never left. Let's go, baby. Back in the studio for the first time since March.
Fam.
Brent has refurbed the place.
Fam, it's looking sexy.
He's refurbed the place. He's taken out the recording booth.
We've got a waiting area.
He's got this, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a feng shui type of thing.
Word feng shui.
This feng shui type of like curtain.
Yeah.
I guess. Separator, but it's made from like squares, like a pattern, like a stencil.
Yeah.
Stencil type design. Like flowers and that. Leaves and butterflies I can see. Then he's got his poetry on the wall, written by him.
A few joints.
Yes, healing is a choice. You must permit yourself. Love is rare, and darling, they know it. I bleed, I love, and my river runs deep. You know, things like this all over the world. Darling, maintain your balance.
You know it's a darling, isn't it?
Brent loves a darling. Thing is, I love a darling, but Brent loves a darling, bro. He loves a darling. He's got new leather sofas all the way from Egypt.
Come on.
Change the carpet as well.
Like under
I
didn't even notice that.
Carpet change as well.
It was, but this is a darker anthracite type.
Man said
anthracite, you know?
Anthro who?
Anthracite.
Okay.
That word is definitely new. And then he's got the blue lights underneath
the
the
chairs.
settees, which is a
There
nice
was a light
touch.
flashing behind Yusuff as well.
Yeah, he's him pressing at the back of it has basically kind of taken it off.
Oh, there was a
I
light
didn't want
there.
to say anything, but don't worry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't
When you were
even realize.
coughing like and having your fit.
Oh, I turned it off.
I saw the light. I saw like a light.
Okay. And then obviously the pictures. Let's talk about the pictures. So I don't mind the new format. Gina had the problem with it, but so we went from having what 3 or 4 down to 1, but it's fine. Hilary's covering the picture right now, though. So I think when we have guests, we might have to move the guests over here so the picture can shine.
Yes, Emma.
But so he's got wait.
Fam, thank you. I noticed. Yus. Did you not see when I sat
I didn't
here?
notice until just now.
I did
Hold
this.
on.
And I sat back down. I was
Wait.
That's been auctioned.
Okay, cool.
It's been auctioned.
For what?
I'm getting mad right now. What's he talking about?
No, because
I'm gonna suck your mother. Anything else different?
No, Brent.
Easy SB.
Brent, I'm gonna lose it because why do they have 2? I love them and I love you, but why do they have 2?
Aloni's going there.
Okay, until Aloni's there, take him down. No, I'll play. So yeah, you got 3 shots, got 2 pictures, we got receipts with a massive picture, and shout out to the lovely ladies from Black Girls Living.
Yes, girls.
Check their pod out. You guys are looking at me right now as I'm recording, so.
Like we can see into your soul.
Yeah, so shout out to the pod. Then we've got the hilarious No Behavior with Margs and Loons. Then we've got the lovely Kelechi above me here.
Say your mind.
Shout out to E-Man, one of the best rappers in the world. Then you've got who's this? Your friend?
Sorry, that was funny.
You realise it was over there, but...
Oh, okay. So we got this, what can only be described as a lighty with curly hair right behind me.
She's still black, come on.
Hey, girl.
Amen.
She's still black.
Amen.
And then who's behind you? There, right behind you.
Some picture in France, that's going as well.
All right, so you can replace that
I have
with
more
us.
space now, yeah.
Okay, so
depends on... Have you guys shifted your I don't know, your outlook since then? We haven't taken any pictures since.
Oh, for real.
Let's do a
new shoot though. Let's go then.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a new media guy on board, so one of you...
Basically, he's trying to give Hilary all his duties.
I know. I gathered. I clocked. When he was like, so is it official? No, you're not getting off the hook that easy.
You weren't here when he looked at me and said, so Brent, I was buying my business, by the way. He said, Brent, so who edits better, me or you?
Oh, swear.
That's what he said.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. Trying to start some beef.
I love the confidence, though.
Yeah, but it's him. He has the accolades, man. Yeah. He can get it.
Shout out to Hilary. Hilary in the building.
I said,
I said, can you come closer to the mic, please, guy? This guy is 19. He's 6'8", bro. He's a centre for the Chicago Bulls. But yeah, as I said last week, Godsend. He came into our lives at perfect time and helped us with our visuals.
You know what? I thought you would sort that out like sooner. I thought maybe so.
You know what? First of all, it's the shade.
I like it.
No,
Earlier on,
I thought like one of you would have had this idea before, or it was in the making or something.
No, but I did suggest recording the Zoom call though. But
No, hold on.
in the
Something
beginning,
was in the
as is.
making, but it just wasn't the way you done it.
So basically, I think what we decided we were going to do is you see, like when we're on Zoom,
Yeah.
and you can see us.
We'll-
We're going to
yeah.
record. You know how you can record, just record that and upload
Yeah,
that.
we're just going to record the Zoom visuals like the
Yeah,
receipts
and
do
and put it up.
and just put it up.
Obviously, your way is better. It's a lot more creative. And
Yeah.
it looks better to watch.
But my issue was the Zoom quality just looks kind of blurry.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, whatever. And also, I didn't think this was going to last that long. The lockdown.
Yeah, me neither.
Because obviously we could have done this
It's Brent, isn't it?
because Brent was doing 3 shots gatherings with 4 people, 5 people, no behavior gatherings with 3 people. so technically, we still could have came here the whole time. But obviously, Brent was taking his right precautions.
Yeah.
So-
My neighbours are
It's the neighbours, isn't it?
demons. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, all right, let's get down to the DMs. So we had a Zoom call for Insecure. Shout out to the Insecure After 7 gang.
Come on.
It was really fun. We had like 60 people, I think, in there.
Can I just say, that Brent, shame on you, because Brent had little faith about the people. I remember Brent was like, rah, it's 2 pages.
No, it was 3 pages. It was 3 pages.
Free.
It was 3
He was
pages.
like, rah, there's 3 pages worth of people here. I was thinking,
Brent thinks we're meaty.
proper.
Also,
right.
Hilary thinks me and Hilary had a convo on the way here.
Yeah.
He was giving me best slack.
Oh, why?
He was telling me off. Fix up.
I'll just give him my thoughts.
It was like, oh, why you guys ain't doing this? You guys should be here. You guys should be doing that. Like, I don't get it, man. You guys should be doing this. Like, come on, man.
Rah, okay.
He was even telling me how to have a meeting. Like, this is what I do when I have a meeting. You get in there, no one's leaving until things are done. You're never gonna eat. Like,
It's true though. When you're hungry, you get it done.
It's true.
Well, damn.
he goes, you can't leave it if you're hungry. Doesn't matter. Once you complete your task, then you can go and eat. I was like, yes, sir.
Gotta work for your food, boy.
Yeah, so we had a Zoom call for Insecure. Shout out to everyone who participated. Shout out to, in particular, the names that come to mind. Shez, Ola.
Ola.
Is it Bookie? There was a Bookie there. There was a Bookie there.
What was there? Princess.
Princess.
Jessica.
Jessica. Ed.
Christy.
Yeah.
Christy.
Jem or
No, yeah, Jem.
okay.
The guy. Is it? No, was it Rem or Jem?
Rem, it was Rem.
Rem. No, there
Kill
Can I-
Beats?
can
Kill
I-
Beats? Who's that Kill Beats?
that pagan.
Can I just say, your sister is hilarious.
Oh yeah, Lima.
How can Aliba say, wait, guys, I thought we were watching it together? Really?
Lima thought we were watching it together.
And then she kept, no, who was it?
And there was Root Bear as well.
Oh, no, Root
Oh, yeah.
Bear was from Harlem. Shout out Harlem.
It's from Harlem.
Yeah.
Bed-Stuyvesant, the livest one.
That's not
I
Harlem.
know. I just want to say it. I just want to say it. No, but hold on. Bookie, the one that was wearing white, and she was just below you. Well, in my screen anyway, she was below you.
Bookie.
It begins with B. No?
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to, is it Nora? Or Nor?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Nor.
What about the guy you just said with the deep voice?
Oh,
Ed, yeah.
Shout out Ed.
The thing is...
Was it Bisola or something?
I thought it was maybe Busola.
Oh, maybe. I don't know where I'm
Bisola.
getting Bookie from. I was going to say, was it a coincidence that everyone who was talking was on page 1?
I
no.
think,
Oh,
no, I
Everybody
think it
was
doesn't
visible.
like that.
Yeah.
What
So
do you mean?
all the...
People
No,
had
because
the video on.
some people with their videos were on other pages. Though.
Serious?
Yeah,
No,
because
'cause-
when I looked, I saw a few.
Oh,
And I think if you talk, it brings you to...
oh, if you talk, it brings you to page 1.
It probably brings you to page 1.
Oh, okay. That makes
So
sense.
how did it run? Like, did you mute everyone?
Yeah, so everyone was muted, and then it was just us 3 talking, and then we told people if they wanted to speak just to unmute themselves.
Yeah.
But it was good. There wasn't. I thought there'd be a lot more talking over each other, but it actually worked out fine.
Yeah, it worked out fine. And you had the creeper voices like Ed is coming out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, boy.
Yo, it's Thanos. Whoa. Thanos. But yeah, so the biggest surprise for me was that I thought Brent was going to black his screen and just show
Yeah.
his name. But lo and behold, Brent was
came
there.
with the bonnet.
And all.
And Brent was like the fave, like
I was
bare.
shocked.
So I thought that everybody who would have been in there may have come to the live show anyway, so they've already seen
Seen
me.
you, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm home. F it.
But remember, you've only been on stage for 2 live shows.
Yeah, okay.
The first ever one, which was like
Many
years ago,
yeah.
and then the Valentine one, and the rest of them you were in the crowd.
Mm.
But yeah, I was telling Hilary on the way here. And
You'd rather remain
Yeah.
in the background, but
yeah.
you're not like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
And I can function in society. It's not as if it is I'm hiding from everybody. I
Yeah,
go
yeah.
about life as normal.
But the funny thing is, you know how I just snapped here?
Yeah.
Someone messaged me and was like, oh, I really wish I could know what Brent looks like.
No, to you.
And I was
Let me
like,
jump on the next.
Sorry, this
and I
is-
said, oh, he was in the Zoom call on Monday. You would have seen him.
the wires annoy me, man.
Okay, you want to put your foot there?
No, it's too. Why is it just so straight? No, it's too far. The table's too far from you.
For me, no, it's annoying me.
Yeah,
Because it's pulling. No, because it's pulling like you know
Yeah, I
how
can tell.
usually. Yeah, it's annoying.
it's proper straight.
I want the,
no, you have
table
to.
a bit closer.
Can you unravel it a bit more?
It's at the end, babe.
Oh,
It's not going to be unraveled anymore.
okay.
No.
This is something you need to take down.
Can you just move? Is the table stuck to the floor, or can it move?
No, not for now.
No, you don't have to do it now. It's all
No,
right,
I'm
it's
saying
all right,
like for
I'm good, I'm
future
good.
recordings, just know.
You thought I was going to move or do something?
I did.
You could pull the table closer if it bothers you.
No, does it bother you?
Please.
Okay.
I just want a bit of gather. There we go.
A little bit looser.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, cool. All right, so what I wanted to get into was the girls that were jumping in Brent's DM. So you guys, come on, fill me in, Brent.
Basically, I had someone, I'm not going to mention their name, who, when we first got in, she's going to kill me when she hears this, but I'm not mentioning her name, so it's fine. So when we first got into the call, she messaged me and she said, I'm really shocked that this is what Brent looks like. Then I wrote laugh out loud and she goes, no, but Brent is a cutie even with the bonnet. I said, message him. She was like,
Even with the bonnet. The
Yeah.
bonnet is bad?
I don't know, but it's like...
It's not exactly swagoo.
It's not it's just like, you know what I mean? It's not like you're dripping in sauce.
That's what I'm saying.
Dripping in sauce. No.
Exactly.
But, and then I said, message him privately. She was like, nope, I'm scared. I said, do it. She goes, and say what? Hi, I like your bonnet. And I said, yes.
Yeah, why not?
Then she said, I've
Little
done it.
icebreaker.
So I know that
Then she probably did then.
she did. No, but
Alright, cool.
you said what? I know the girl that one of the people that messaged you did message me, and I said I know that
Because
she did.
I would assume that whoever messaged me wouldn't have messaged you because they messaged me. But I guess you
but you
were
know what
first.
girls are like, man.
No, I know.
Okay, well now you do.
All right, so what?
We always want someone to give us like the vim to do it. Even if you want to do it, you just want that one person to be like, go on. Then it's like, all right, I want to do it.
All right, it's okay.
Yes, so we also discussed doing what we've done with Insecure on a regular basis. So now that Insecure is done, we need a new show that we can all watch together. We need to coin it with a name. I don't know what to call it. It's like a book club, but for programs, I guess. So everyone's...
Seen by Justine.
No, that's your...
No, I'm joking. God.
I'm playing. So people were giving me suggestions, and then I
I
went and...
started, by the way.
So I watched the trailers for a few things. So Little Fires Everywhere, Watchmen, The Boys, Orphan Black, American Gods, Blood and Water, and True Blood. True Blood and Blood and Water I gave thumbs down to. So
A vampire thing, right?
yeah, I'm not interested. Little Fires Everywhere, Watchmen, The Boys, Orphan Black, and American Gods I gave thumbs up. So, but Brent said to Brent said to leave in Little Fires Everywhere, Watchmen, and The Boys, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
only because you told me I had to keep in the boys.
No, I
But
said
The Boys
no.
is
I
like
said
a
I need the
su-
first.
you hated it,
No, I
didn't
didn't say
you?
that. I didn't say
I
that.
haven't finished it.
No.
I can't finish
I didn't
that.
say that.
I didn't get it.
I
No.
watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Brent, I said to you, we've got Watchmen and Little Fires.
You said, but you need 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
I
I
said, all right, throw the boys back in.
I know. I saw what's the woman's name again? Regina King.
Yeah.
She's the one in the Watchmen. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. But I've heard a lot about it though.
All right, so I was gonna put the poll up the day after Zoom, but I thought it makes sense to announce it here and put it up on Sunday. So we need another one.
Yeah. So remove the boys.
All right.
You could even remove Watchmen
Yeah.
if it is that you want. Are you a big TV guy?
Not really.
You need to move closer to the mic, my friend.
Not really. I don't really.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Settle
just
this one then.
But I'm trying to throw you alley, but you missed it still.
So you said you finished what's that one with
Ozark.
Ozark.
Ozark?
Yeah, I finished Ozark.
Cool.
Ozark, yeah.
And you could talk about that, right?
Yeah.
How about you? Have you seen Ozark?
No, so I don't mind watching it.
All right, cool.
I mean, it's because I've tried a few times and I've just never really got into it. But because this is homework, I'm down for the team. And yeah,
No, but then I've got nothing to watch then.
Little Fires Everywhere. Let's start with Little Fires Everywhere.
I started it today.
Okay.
But you put me off. Not because I don't want to watch
Oh,
it.
because
you.
it's the girly stuff.
No, it's fine,
It
but-
should challenge you, to be honest.
No, but you. I don't.
Oh, he
no,
said that it's
no,
not gonna be
I don't
something that you
understand
like.
why you would watch that and think I couldn't enjoy it.
All right.
I was like, this is fine, right?
There are plenty themes that you might get and plenty themes that might go completely over your head.
Brent, I think you underestimate
That's why
my
I
level
said
of
take
understanding.
the challenge. Take the challenge because it'll be fantastic for conversation and discussion. There's so many
it
points.
will be, but we need to understand. No, I need to understand why
Why
you
am I not
believe.
rating you?
Yeah, why do you think that things might go over my head? I'm like, I'm not gonna get it.
I think it's because sometimes when it is you come and then you try to recommend a show to Just Jean and she's told you like 2 months ago that she'll watch it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
just, the on the ball type of thing,
Thank you.
That's a very different type of example.
You actually have to sit down and watch this.
That's what I do with every show I watch.
No,
I sit
no.
down and I watch it.
All right, then cool, bruv. Take it on.
All right, so Little Fires Everywhere is what we're gonna watch.
Yeah.
Hold on, but where's it available?
Prime.
Can we do Netflix?
I mean, I can give you my details.
There you go. Because I don't have Prime, I don't have Hulu, whatever that is, and all these other little.
You can use my Prime details.
cool.
I'll give it to you.
All right, oh wait. So we're doing a vote, or we're not
Just
doing
don't
a vote?
order nothing on my account. I'm joking.
I won't. Oh well, you mean all the stuff on Amazon?
Yeah.
Might have to stop. No, I'm playing. All right, so are we doing the poll anymore? Or we're just going to decide on Little Fires Everywhere?
Decide. Don't give them an option.
I think we should just start with Little Fires Everywhere. It's weird though because it's not like my usual kind of show. You know the kind of shows I watch.
Yeah. See, you took long to even get into This Is Us,
That's what I'm saying.
right?
And it's similar. Not similar.
Yes.
You know what I realized? Because it's very family oriented. I'm
Yes.
very like action. Like I like action. Like
What episode are you on?
one.
Okay, it's going to get to the point where it is you're like, oh my,
swear.
this is tense.
But I can tell
There should
already.
be bare trigger warnings all over the place.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I can tell from what I've seen. I know that I'm already intrigued by their daughter to kind of see where that goes.
The white family daughter?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Again, it goes so many places you didn't think it would off the
Really?
back of seeing the first or second episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it
But-
develops a bit more.
But I realized that I do need to broaden what I watch because I love thrillers. So most things I watch, and the reason why I watch them is because with a lot of thrillers, generally in the first episode or first 2 episodes, it's like it's already exciting. Whereas everything else, I hate slow burners. So I guess that's why with This Is Us, I was just like, oh, this is cute, but I need the vim. But yeah.
Okay.
So Little Fires is on season 1 right now.
Yeah, it's just one series so far.
Yeah.
Oh, is the series over?
So far, yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't know if it is or they can extend it. It's the story's done. It's off the back of a book. So
Oh, people should have watched.
Oh, so it's a 1 season done. And
Everyone should watch, what's it called as well, man?
what?
For Life. Did you watch it? Did you get into it?
what's that?
50 Cent. And
Yeah, for life.
For Life. It's actually good.
It's a movie?
No, it's a series. It's like 50 Cent's new show that he produced with ABC, I think.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Really? And it's got
Yeah, for life looks like
the black guy
what my street.
What is it?
was in.
We should put that on the list. Then,
No,
innit?
but I honestly, and the thing is, season 1's literally just finished like last month, and it's just been okayed for another season. I think it's something that we'd enjoy talking about.
Okay. So is it on Netflix?
Mr. World Premiere for me.
No. Mr. World Premiere is like a bootleg
Website.
site. Yeah.
Yes.
So where is it actually on? I probably have it.
I don't know.
Oh, so you do.
I watch everything on Mr. World Premiere. I think it's an ABC show though.
All right, cool.
But it's called For Life. And I think
How many episodes?
10 or 12. But it's something that I don't mind watching again. So I don't mind watching it again to get more talking points and to remember things. Because obviously I've already finished the season.
Taser's watched your story, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's screaming in the group.
Saying
Why?
what?
Oh my goodness, looks sexy.
Oh, it looks sexy. I say it looks sexy, man. Yeah, obviously this is black in it, so this goes with his
Yeah.
his thing.
But
all right.
he jumps in and says, I could have taken a bit of story.
That we
This
said-
one.
Oh, Hilary.
Yeah.
What about story?
Don't rate his shooting.
Did
I
you
could
do a
done
story
better.
as well, Yus?
Yeah. I'll say before you.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
I know. Oh, okay. You did it from the door.
Yeah.
You did it from the mat.
On the mat thing.
I'm just
yeah,
watching it.
Oh, you got the mat, yes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
he
details
did.
matter,
Yeah,
man.
I hear that, I hear that.
Got the mat.
Obviously, no one else was in here as well, so yours is better than mine.
It's all right. It's all right.
Before you guys go on, I should probably give you this gift.
Mm.
I got a little gift for the podcast. You know
I
what
swear.
I'm saying? Yeah. can be used today. Can you guess what it is?
Is it a soundboard? A soundbite?
A little soundboard. But this one's not limited. You can have as many sounds as you want, and any sounds you want, I can add it.
What are you gonna play a sound or is it a soundboard?
No, I'm about to send you the soundboard.
Jeez.
With sounds on it already?
Yeah.
That you've taken from our...
I've got odd 30 sounds on it already.
Swear.
Come through,
Hilary. Send that true, big man. Send that true.
Can I get it as well? Because I always feel jealous when Yusuff does
Nah.
that. See what I mean?
You have the chord there.
And I just sit here and it's
there's
like-
something to do with like once you control the soundboard, you're the controller.
He's like, can't I interject and be like,
You know what? We're taking turns, episode turns, innit?
all right, cool.
One
I
episode.
said you have the chord if you wanted to do
Wait,
it.
Brent, see this here. Explain to me how this is going to work. So, how do I give you the sound? So, I give you the sounds and you just put it in.
Yeah.
But how do you change it for Marv when Marv's doing his?
Mav doesn't use that.
What does he use?
He uses something on his phone. I'm guessing it's the same one as yours.
I thought he was using this. Oh, yeah,
so-
yeah.
Songs to
Open
link.
what I just sent you, and then you can make it an app on your home screen. And then from there, you always have it.
Oh, so you made the soundboard yourself?
Yeah.
As in you coded it?
No, I just made a site with all the sounds in it.
All right.
Hold on. What does Master Wong mean?
Oh, that's the. There's a video you need to watch it. You guys need to watch it. It's too funny, but there's some new ones in there.
All right, let's explore these sounds then, guys. This is exciting stuff. All right, so funky is the first category. Yeah.
I must say funky.
Funky, I'll say.
Funky.
I'm tired, you know. Funky. All right, the first sound's called the white one.
The white one.
The white. You're dating the white one. Oh shit.
No GCSE. No A level. You will end up in McDonald's.
You will end up where? In McDonald's.
You know you can be prosecuted for that.
You know you can be prosecuted for that. Oh, this one, hold on. Wait.
She's what? She's pregnant. Pregnant?
No, you cool. We still hold on.
Funky. Annabelle who? Annabelle who?
Annabelle who?
Ha! Apostle, we have this.
Yeah.
Are you telling me the truth?
How many? Now how classic this clip is.
Yeah.
How many sound
There's too
bites
many
off
sound bites
one
on one, yeah,
clip?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a magazine. Hold on.
You're a joker!
No one uses that one. I found that funny.
No, I'm gonna rinse these. Hold on. How do you pronounce your surname?
It's Obahibon, something like that.
Patrick, you lot Nigerian, man. You lot should know.
I don't know who this is.
You know who it is? It's the guy who uses mad language.
Hold on.
Oh,
The political
crinkle, crankle. Yeah.
The political. That's what Marv's always talking about.
I don't know.
Let me say
Press the
press the symbol. That is as quickly as possible.
What?
Press the symbol.
The last one is too funny. Play it.
And pestilential aqua of a terminus aqua. Let me say.
This guy's hold on. This was too funny. What's going on?
Let me say press the symbol.
What?
That is as quickly as possible.
What is that, bro?
I searched the word. It's real.
Press the symbol.
It's real. It means like quickly, but it's
Swear.
not. It's
Make
not.
as
It's
quickly
not.
as possible.
It's not used as full English.
Let's
It's
just
like
say
music.
press the symbol.
Whatever.
That is as quickly as possible.
Master Wong, next one.
You need to watch that video. But
You're gonna mess around with somebody with gun, you're gonna get your hole on the head like this.
I haven't seen the video.
Is this new?
Why you lean toward them? Because your
Videos on
fucking head but the bars at the same time.
I think I have to watch it. Then I'll find it funny.
You need to. The video is too funny.
Who the fuck gonna go? Huh? Who the
You know what? Did you do?
Is this
I don't
guy
give a
that-
heck.
did you fucking
I'm going out.
Is this guy that does all this martial arts stuff?
Yeah,
until he can
yeah,
kill-
yeah.
yeah. That's cool.
think this is a Hollywood bullshit?
Hollywood bullshit. This one's general. This is the last category.
Yeah.
Me? You think you can defeat me?
You think you can defeat me?
Back button.
Yeah. Give and take. Classic one.
If you think you can graduate from this school without kissing my cock, you are dead wrong.
I'll save that for a hot female guest. You know what? You think I got you from the school without sucking my cock? Nah, this is sick. Hold on, wait.
Stupid West
Nah. It's payback time.
Slip trade.
Oh! When I'm through with you, you will see. What's that one?
School.
That one. That's from Free Shots.
Man, suspense. A bit R. Kelly now.
Is this camera on me?
Oh, he tried it.
Whoa. Yo. Big man, reduce it. That laugh is mad.
I need to take it easy, otherwise I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna
lose it.
And then last one is Gina's favorite.
I feel happy,
I
feel grateful, and I feel fulfilled. I'm happy because I never expected it, but God gave it to me. I'm grateful to Him.
Nah, this soundboard, my guy.
It's lit.
And
There's only one that I want you to add.
It's branded us.
I can add as many.
It's got
Beautiful, yeah.
Yusuff, do you know that? I don't give a heck. I'm going out.
No, it's in there.
Oh.
Oh, do you know what one I want? I want the Wiley one. You know the Wiley one when he's saying, no invite, bruv.
No.
You seen that one? I'll find it later. It's remember when Chip had the party?
Oh, and he didn't get the
And
invite.
the invite, yeah.
I remember the video, but I don't remember like the soundbite.
Hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna try and use the Funke boards today.
She's pregnant.
This one is hilarious, bro. All right, yeah, shout out to Hilary for that. Sick. All right, I don't have a docket, I'll be honest with you. I don't have a docket. So I'm relying on the collective four brains to just come up with something to talk about.
Let's start with the dilemma that I got sent today.
Oh, hold on, sorry. Just to go back. So are we going with little fires?
I think we should go with little fires everywhere.
Yeah.
And then also add to the list after we're done for life.
For life?
Yeah.
So should we do both? Or just one?
You know me, I can watch anything in there. I don't know if people have the capacity to watch more than
because we normally discuss one. Well, to be fair, when is Insecure and Power ever on at the same time, or is it always one or the other?
Never on at the same time.
All right. So sorry. For Little Fires Everywhere.
Yeah.
Are we going to be going episode by episode?
I think. How many episodes are there out right now?
The whole season.
No, but how many episodes?
9, I think.
I don't know.
All right, yeah, okay, cool. Just episode by episode then.
Yes, let's do that because every single episode is packed with themes.
Okay, cool.
All right,
guys.
I'll slow my roll.
All right, guys. So homework.
You can still do it, but whilst it is that when you set up the whole Zoom stuff, let's rewatch the first one and then.
Hold on, are we going to
still go for?
Are we going to do a Zoom after every episode?
That's why that's what I'm just telling you. Once it's fresh in your mind, you see what you just did Insecure and you did after the episode. Because the themes are so dense across the series, you have to unpack it episode by episode.
All right, cool. So everyone's, this is the homework now. So today is Sunday. So everyone watch Little Fires Everywhere, episode 1. And then obviously we'll discuss it on the next ep, but we'll have the Zoom live when?
I actually suggest you watch the first 3.
Then
we do episode by episode.
I'm confused now. So we watch the first 3.
Yeah, then do a Zoom.
And
then afterwards,
are we watching the first 3 as a binge, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the first Zoom will be unpacking the first 3 episodes.
Yes.
All right, cool. So when should we do the Zoom? Obviously, we'll talk about it off air, but I want to announce it now if I can. So when are we doing the first Zoom?
ASAP. You can get through 3 episodes like in one.
But we have to give people a bit of time, though, innit?
Like a week.
Yeah.
Cool, a week.
Some people are just watching Insecure today, talking about, oh my god. I'm like, big man. I've already seen that. All right, cool. So, all right, hold on. Let me get a date in my mind. All right, so this episode comes out on the 21st. So let's say the Zoom call is going to be Gina, pick a day next week that you're free. Actually, no, do it late. Do it late next week. So like a Thursday or Friday.
A Friday.
So Friday 26th.
Yeah, because Fridays are like relaxed for me, and I don't mind being tired or it taking long.
All right, Brent, are you in?
Yep.
All right, cool. So Friday, the 26th of June, the Meet Us After 7 book club
film club
commences. We'll be discussing the first 3 episodes of Little Fires Everywhere. Yeah. We'll put out the flyer and you'll see the time and the Zoom ID and the Zoom password. All that stuff.
Well, if I can, I'll watch it. What can I watch on?
It's on
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Do you have the account?
Nope.
Do you know how many people can use yours? Oh, you can find out Mr. World Premiere.
Yeah.
No, it's not on there.
No, okay.
You know he only really does like the black stuff.
The black.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so that's it. Little Fires Everywhere. Hopefully I get into it. According to Brent, I need to stay focused.
Is it like did they drop all the episodes or is it?
It's already out, all the episodes.
You can probably find it online, and download it.
Yeah.
You're resourceful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. All right, cool. You had a dilemma. A dilemma.
Okay, one of my closest friends asked me to loan him £422 in October and he would pay me back. He'd just gotten married and needed some extra cash. The day before he was supposed to pay me back is the last time I've heard from him. At first I thought, let me give him time, but then when I realised he ghosted me, I'm more annoyed at the fact that he didn't just message me to say he needed more time to pay me back. Till this day, I still haven't heard a word from him and I don't have my money back. My question is, would you cut this friend off after they pay you back? We have the same friendship circle from when we were in uni and at some point in time we'll be around each other in the future. Unless he goes everyone for good. This guy has gone so quiet, I'm honestly starting to wonder whether he's gone to jail.
Not all, 422 is very specific.
And she said it's been 8 months.
Why 422?
I don't know.
I know, but it's not even 420.
It's true.
Extra £2.
Maybe it was to pay for something specific for the wedding.
Yeah, probably was. All right, so this guy's gone ghost.
And I said, have you tried reaching out? She said, I've tried everything. Text, Instagram, WhatsApp, DM'd his business Instagram, which he conveniently doesn't post on anymore. Because we were so close, at least I thought we were. I was trying not to be too aggressive in my messages, but he's actually taking the piss, unless he has a great excuse, which is jail.
Gina, this sounds like someone familiar. William?
Oh, you know what's really weird? When she said, "Oh, his business account," when she doesn't use it anymore. Yeah. I actually thought of him, you know.
Listen, so those who are, I don't know what's speaking about this, but the birthday live show, the footage, we still don't have the footage.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
We still don't have the footage. Why? Because William.
But what? Oh, so you paid him and he just...
We paid him already. We paid him prior to the day, and we paid him when he actually shot the footage on the day.
Mm-hmm.
We do not... When did we do the live show?
Last year,
June. So last year, June, we still don't have the footage from that live show. Yeah. William.
It's not even that hard. If he was recording, just to send it, right?
Listen, there's a lot of different variables, so I'm not going to get into it, but this is just a reminder of that scenario.
And this is not going to ever happen again because you got Hilary on board now, right?
We've got Brent and Hilary still.
Yeah, we got Brent and Hilary. Well, this wouldn't have happened if Brent came. If Brent was available.
Yeah. But, 10 shots in that.
Running around with the boys.
Sorry. You all paid William? Twice in that same exchange?
No, as in paid the deposit.
Yeah.
And then when we finished, we paid him the rest.
Oh, by the way,
you secured his services by paying him.
By the way, this is Gina's man.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Put it out there.
So,
Brent, let's move on. Why you bring up old stuff?
I'm just saying.
I know what you're coming. I know what he's coming to say.
Yeah, but you didn't
trying
ask
to destroy my character on the
we're
Zoom.
not.
No, we're joking. No, we're joking. But you know it was banner for me. Come on, the boys.
Anyway.
No, it is. I just like saying the boys. The boys.
Now you got Mr. Reliable over there. Mm-hmm. My G.
Break
now we have two.
We've got two.
Now we have two. You know what I mean?
But then there was two.
If Brent's not available, we got Hilary. Hilary's not available, we got Brent.
So what's your take, Hilary?
On the dilemma.
Yeah.
She's talking about, did she say something about should I cut him off when he comes back?
Yeah, so her thing is...
He's not coming back. he's gone. So it's that's 422 that you're not getting back.
At what?
If I borrow someone money, yeah, she said they're good friends, right?
Mm.
Yeah. If I borrow my good friend money and he goes ghost on me, yeah. Let me go back to the William thing. Remember, my biggest issue was communication.
Yeah, 100%.
If you can't give me the footage, just tell me.
Yeah.
Don't go ghost. Don't have me chasing you, calling you, texting you and getting no reply. I'm getting frustrated now.
Yeah.
If you just tell me, I can't give you the footage or I can't get it to you yet because XYZ, fine. At least you're telling me. When you go ghost, it just makes it worse.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. Maybe you're thinking, maybe I can still get this back.
It's even that, or I'm thinking you're taking a piss. I'm thinking you've robbed me now. Like you've taken my money.
That's why Izzy doesn't want to tell you that he doesn't want to have communication with you because you paid him. Yeah. And if it is that he says, I don't have the footage, you're going to say, rob me about my money.
Yeah.
He doesn't want that.
Yeah, which I have tried to do, but complications.
We've just taken the L, man.
Yeah, no, we've taken the L, but I would like that footage though. William, I want that footage.
And you said it was the best live show yet.
Big man, we had Song of the Week performers. We had lip sync battle. We had the quizzes. We had what else did we have? The blind date or whatever. Fam, we had bare stuff. It was hella fun.
What was he like? Just a guy doing it? Or
Gina's guy, man.
Is he established?
Gina's guy, man.
So you know him?
Basically, he's the maddest thing is he's a listener of the pod. That's how it came about.
William!
So he's been listening to our pod for time. So even like, I don't remember when it was, a couple birthdays ago, he listened to the pod and was like, oh my gosh, I work at Nike. You said you wanted stuff from Nike. Here's a discount code. Like, so that's how I got to know him.
A couple of days ago?
No, a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got to know him via the pod.
Yeah.
And then he told me that he did like videography, all that kind of stuff. So cool. So when it came to our birthday live show, he literally was like, oh, do you guys, he approached me and was like, do you guys have someone to film and stuff? And obviously, because usually you do it. And I was just like, it's so weird because right now we actually don't because Brent's not available.
Nah, he was scheming on your money.
Then basically, I was like, all right, cool. These are the agreements. This is what we want, whatever. You listen to the pod anyway. You've been to our live shows before, so you get it. Do you know what I mean? This is perfect. Cool. That was it. So I'm not going to sit here and say he's my bedroom.
So did he initiate the request for payment?
Yeah. Was like,
how do we have this?
I'm livid. And the thing is, he was chasing. You know when someone's chasing for the deposit? Yeah.
Because he needed it.
Running down, doing hurdles.
He probably had like a toy camera. He was probably...
the maddest thing is,
if he had footage, he would just send it to you.
No, but the maddest thing is, so basically...
No, he has raw footage.
He has the footage. And he's not a shit videographer. Like, he has work out there. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? Like, I've seen him do other stuff. And the only reason... And recently, like I said, the only reason why I even went back is because I saw a video that he done for an artist. So then I was like, hold on a minute. You're alive. You're about. You've done this. You've just done an artist video. Am I a dickhead? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for being... Do you remember? Even to the point where there was a day where it literally was like, send me your email address now. I'm sending you the video.
Wow.
To this day, yeah.
To this day.
And that was like during lockdown. So it weren't that long ago, like early lockdown days, where you literally was like, G, I'm sending it to you now. It should be with you in a few.
Yeah.
He has the footage.
A few never came.
He just doesn't want to edit it. And the thing is, I don't know him. I don't even know what he looks like. So if I see him on the street, I don't even know who to...
Oh, so you don't know what he looks like?
No. I have to keep asking to remind me. He can walk past me in the street, Brent. I will have no idea. Wouldn't know. Because if I knew him personally, I'm going to his house.
Yeah.
William!
You need to stop it. You're saying it like I'm a guardian. That's why I'm dying.
Nah, I'm so livid. I just laugh about it now. Like, this guy's out there. He has our footage. He just... And apparently what we got back was he feels like what we paid him wasn't enough for the job. Big man,
Basically,
you quoted that price.
So that's what he said?
That's what through someone else.
Someone else was basically like... So I know someone that he works with, innit? So then I went to that person and was like, I didn't want to get you involved, but fam, talk to your bedroom, innit? And then he was like, do you know what? He definitely
He undercharged
He
us.
undercharged us. He goes, because for what you want, he definitely undercharged
How
you.
much did you guys pay him?
I don't even remember.
I don't
bruv.
remember.
But doesn't matter. That sounds like a you problem, bruv.
Yeah.
You quoted that price.
So he was like,
Am I lying, Brent?
because the person I was talking to also does videography and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he was just like, yeah, he definitely undercharged you because there's no way I'm doing that for all that.
Yeah, because he
But that's him though, yeah.
No, 100%.
It's possible.
You want the cheeks.
It's possible.
You want the... That, innit? Innit? Weed up.
That's mad.
Anyway, we move.
I don't know about that, to be honest.
No, I want my footage.
I wouldn't have that, to be honest.
Brent, I feel powerless.
I wouldn't have that.
I feel powerless though.
I see what you're doing.
I'm saying you're tied to gigs and then we get.
Fam, we're not doing this today, yeah?
SN1.
I wouldn't have that personally.
We're not. We're really not.
If this gets out, Gina's a bad.
Let me say, prestissimo. That is as quickly as possible.
Gina, get it done as quickly as possible.
But listen to this, yeah? Basically, in regards to the dilemma, because we've literally gone off on a tangent, I think for me, my friendship would be somewhat done purely because for me, like, if we're as close as we're close enough for you to be able to ask me for money, innit? For your wedding, yeah? So I'm not a stranger.
You're talking about William?
No, the dilemma.
William!
The dilemma. So we're close enough for you to be able, like, because for you to ask someone for money for your wedding as well, yeah? Like, you have to have some sort of, like, relationship. So for you to be able to ask me that, there's a level that we have for me to even give it to you. The fact that I've not heard from you in 8 months is a mazine. Like, that's mad. So regardless of whatever's going on in your life, to me, it's disrespectful. And I hate disrespect. Like, literally. And I hate having to ask people for my peas.
Yeah.
I think it's the worst thing ever. Don't let me lend you money and then run you down. Are you okay?
I can't lie, I think you just need to pay him a visit.
Big man.
There's no way you cannot get his address.
But obviously, so I said to her, holler at his wife, holler at his, like, I said, you've got like a circle of friends, right? And her thing was she didn't want to embarrass him. And I said, fam, you don't have to. Just ask them if anyone's spoken to him because you ain't spoken to him in a while. Like, you just want to see if he's okay. Do you get what I mean? But honestly, after 8 months, I'd have to swallow the L and know that it is what it is. Because once I've accepted I'm taking the L, I can no longer be angry about it moving forward. But if there's like still a glimpse of hope that I can get this money back, I'm gonna keep getting angry every time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've had that with clients. And I remember last year I had to take an L, but I really didn't want to take. I proper didn't want to take it, but I had to take it. And now I had to like delete her, unfollow. I had to do all of that because I was like, every time, you post something,
it burns your soul.
It's burning me. And now I want to be petty and start embarrassing you online on socials because I thought that's the only way I'm going to get my peas. And it's just like, do you know what? The money isn't even, it's not that big of a deal, but for me, it's principle.
No, it's always a principle.
It's principle. Like, I'm not a prick.
Obviously, it depends on the amount. Sometimes it's the money.
No. So for me, it was like 270.
Yeah, 270, after a while, becomes principle. I'm not going to run you down forever.
No, 100%.
If it's like $1,000 or more than $1,000,
oh, hell.
big man.
That's when I'm calling them, man.
You know what I mean? I need my peas. But yeah, that's why I hate borrowing people money, man. And I hate, asking people for the money you borrow them, I hate that, bro. Give money to people who are reliable, who are going to come to me when the time is due and pay me back. Don't have me, hey, yo, what's going on, bro? You cool, yeah? Hope everything's well. So yeah, you know that money? Yeah, it's about time.
This is why I don't borrow money from anyone either.
Yeah, I don't take no one's money.
I cannot.
Apart from my mother. It's the only person I ever take money from.
I slap interest on my loans.
But this is what's mad, yeah? So my mum, she's always said to me, listen, if you lend anyone money, collect your interest because if they took money from a bank, it's the same principle. Yeah. At the end of the day, they're not gonna go and argue with the bank about paying interest. So give me like.
I think it depends who it is. Like I wouldn't if you ask me for money. And it
depends on the amount as well.
Charge you interest, but
if she's actually going to communicate with you though, she's not going to just.
I'm not going to dodge you.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, I wouldn't charge you interest, even if it was late.
Can I just even say another one? Yeah, this one was more recent. You know when someone does lifestyle online, lifestyle. This one, I just thought, like. I don't want to embarrass you because the level of embarrassment I can give you, this one is going to be very big.
Yeah.
So you need to stop it. And then it was like, obviously Max was like, do you want to pay him? I said, no, we're not going to go there.
See, Max was ready. Max said, you want to pay him? Listen.
We're not going to go there because it's not that deep.
Hey, yo, Ghana.
You're dumb. Let's roll. That deep. But again, I felt disrespected because online, you're coming to do lifestyle. When you want to pull up to sessions, you're coming in nice car, fresh crepes. Like, you know trainers that you shouldn't be training in.
Yeah.
You're training in those trainings. That kind of
doing squats and Valentino runners.
And I just thought, no, we're not doing that. We're really not. And then, you know what I hate? When someone owes you money and then they start doing things like, they start sending you messages of them running other people down for their P's. That's a you problem. That's got nothing to do with me. You don't go into the bank saying, but brother, I've not been paid. Look, I just messaged my man and said, no, because no one cares.
The worst is when you're owed money through a mutual. Let's just say, I got your friend done something for me. Like, for example, the William situation.
Yeah, and you have to go through
I haven't got no direct... I do have his number, but he doesn't reply to my calls or answer my messages. But I don't know him. So I gotta talk to him through Gina, which annoys me.
But even through me, I can't get through to him. So what am I doing? Am I not going to someone else?
I remember years ago, people used to do insurance jobs back in the day. So I had one particular insurance job that my friend done for me, for my car insurance, sorry. And then if you get an insurance job and it flops, you just get the guy to do it again. One particular time, the guy didn't do it again. And I had paid the guy already. So I want my piece back in it. But I don't know this guy, I don't know his name, face. I done it through a friend. So I'm chasing my friend to get the P from the guy. But now it felt like my aggravation was towards my friend, but it wasn't, because this is your guy. You recommended him to me. I don't know him, so I got to run you down to run him down. And it was just got annoying. So I just took the L. It was like £500 he owed me in it. I just left it. Because I'm not going to keep chasing. I'm not going to keep running my friend down forever when he can't even get through to the guy either. Apparently the guy owed bare people money and he just kind of went off the radar. But yeah, borrowing money through a mutual, long.
But anyway, so in response to the dilemma, I think for me, my friendship would be done. Or we're just not going to be the same. What about you? What are you lot saying?
Friendship-wise, yeah, come on. You're violating me, innit? You're violating. Unless it's a valid reason, but again, going back to what I said before.
Communication,
just
that's
tell me.
it.
So you know what? I thought I could pay you back by this date, but I can't. I need more time. Is that okay? You're my boy. I respect it. Cool. Have more time.
Even if it's not okay, it's gonna have to be okay.
Yeah. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. I'm not gonna knock your head off. Like you don't have it. Innit? It's as simple as that, innit? And I gave it to you because I had it to spare anyways. It's not like I'm in desperate need of it, right? Well, who knows?
You might be though.
Yeah, you might be. But if I gave you money, then I probably don't need it right now or whatever. So if you ain't got it right now, cool. Just give me a new time. You know what I mean? But if you keep taking the piss, you might give me some burgers on top. You get me?
So let's just say this happened to you, Yusuff, and you couldn't contact the person. Would you go as far as to take it online, get the person's image, say wanted, and then said, can somebody find this guy, please? And then somebody might ask why, and then you tell a story in the thread, make an issue of it.
I'm not.
Because then you would look petty.
I'm not take my issues to social media type of guy.
But you're just saying, I'll take up the bum in silence.
Take up the bum, huh?
Take the L.
I would feel like I've been shafted, to be honest.
That's the thing, yeah. I feel like I understand why sometimes you take things online if in real life you can't handle it, and if the person is online moving as if...
Is this me taking it online? With the William situation?
No,
but this is still a form of online.
To be honest, you're seeing his recent work, and I mean, we're in London and we know quite a few people who have intersecting circles.
Yeah.
You could find him if you really wanted to find him.
That's the plug to find him.
If you guys really want that footage, my friend, you can get that footage.
I'm not going to beat someone up for footage.
I didn't say beat. You said that. But the threat or the promise of violence sometimes could get you results.
Yeah. You know what it is? There's a particular reason why initially
we let it slide.
He never gave us the footage. And for that reason...
That's why we took a back seat.
I let it go. I'm not going to say... I'll tell you guys. Or shall I say it?
Yeah.
Bleep it out.
I don't want to bleep anything out today.
So let's leave it. You're already bleeping out the thing in the beginning.
Oh, so might as well.
The person I spoke to said for him, I feel like he undercharged you.
Yeah.
And that's partly why he's delaying. Then
say that. Not that I'm going to give you any more money, but just say it.
You should at very least just send the raw footage. Because that's just...
What's it precisely? What is he needed for?
But the thing is...
his job was to edit. So if you're going to send me more footage, run me some money back. No, Brent, your job was not to send me raw footage.
Right now you have nothing.
I'm on editor.
If 1 year you've not got online, at least give me the raw footage.
And no, you haven't edited right now, to be honest.
All right, so get him to send him the raw footage.
Because why would he be sitting on raw
Precisely.
footage?
All right, cool.
All right,
probably
so
the editing is probably...
Contact... Let's call Marv Brown right there.
No.
Is that your connect?
Yeah.
And Marv was the one who told you he wouldn't do this and that.
Yeah.
That's why I told you, you can't use him as the litmus test.
No, I know, obviously, because Marv...
Yes.
I get it, I know. But I'm saying, I started to think maybe that was the case though, because I don't understand what other issue there is. Do you get what I'm trying to say? What other... If you have this footage sitting, chilling in your house, what other reason could there possibly be? And this is what I don't understand. Do you know what I don't understand, yeah? Is the fact that obviously I only clocked him and Marv work together because Marv uploaded his video. So that's when I was like, rah. So then I watched the video and I said, no. I hollered at Marv and I was like, Marv, this guy's taking the piss. He owes us footage from last year, explaining the story to him. He said, okay, cool. Let me know what you need. Like break everything down, the videos, the footage you need. So when I go to him, I'm telling him this is what you need to thingy and I'm going to hold him accountable. Did that. He came back and was like, rah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, he definitely undercharged you, and I think that's why he's delaying. But I've told him about it. Give him some time, he'll do it. So this is beginning of the year. Then we go into lockdown. So then I holler at Marv and I'm like, yo, last time since you spoke to him, he's messaged me, yeah, and then said he's gonna do the thing. Remember when I sent you the screen grab?
Yeah.
And then you messaged him after that.
Yeah.
And then what's it called?
I sent some long messages.
He did.
Them long
then he
ones.
sent me another message. Then he sent me another
Gave
message.
it to him still.
And was like, I'm literally gonna send you the edit now, yeah? I said, all right, cool. It never came. So like 2 weeks go by and I'm like, are you taking a piss? Holler at Marv. He was like, Gina, I ain't spoken to him. I ain't spoken to him for over 3-4 weeks. He's not getting back to me. He's not returning my calls.
His address.
So
Look. This is me and William's communication in the last couple of messages. Brent, you see that?
Bear Blues.
Have you seen that?
That's
This is me and fam, man said, look at that.
It's them ones where you know you're gonna message him every 3 months. So.
But the thing is, I know that he got Yusuff's message because when I said to Marv, Yusuff messaged him, he was like, yeah, I heard. So obviously...
William, when I see you...
This is all coming out, by the way, you know this.
No, everything's staying in apart from the...
Oh.
Yeah, no, keeping the William bits because he has to know what that bit is, bro. You get me? We want our footage. Send the raw footage.
Even what you just said.
What?
You said the thing that's coming out.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
All right, you can take that part as well.
Don't worry, Brent's very good at editing.
100%. Obviously, you know, because...
Yeah. It's a pain.
That's not my problem. That's a you problem.
All right, so...
You took that on.
All right, so Gina, can you message him now then?
Who am I messaging?
Marv. And say, send the raw footage to Hilary.
All right, cool.
And then you...
I think that, like, if you tell him we just want the raw footage.
Yeah, send the raw footage. Imagine say, yeah, you know what, I deleted it because I need the space. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's either that or you took a toy camera to the event.
Or I'll just find William and get the piece.
100%.
Me, Sandals, and Gunna D. We're gonna go and find him.
Oh man, I think they would just be there to police your rage. To be honest,
no, I'm livid.
You're the one who's been offended here,
yeah.
Innit?
But if he doesn't even want to communicate with me, doesn't want to reply my messages with at least
not me.
You have to apply the heat now. Still,
not even like, you know, Yusuff, I'm so sorry. Like, please, begging it, beg, getting your knees.
Especially when it is that y'all said he came to you, and he was a listener on the podcast.
That's what I'm saying. He better be a listener. Still.
Yeah, no, he's definitely listening.
Of course he is.
William, if you're listening to 100%. this, yeah, pagan. yeah, pagan, William.
You ain't getting that footage now, nigga.
Hold on, let me find an appropriate... William.
No GCSE, no A level, you will end up in McDonald's.
That's where you're going to end up when I'm finished with you, William. In McDonald's. Oh, mate. All right, cool. Did we answer the dilemma?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's just quickly do our BLM update. Is there anything else we need to discuss around BLM that we haven't discussed in the last 2-3 episodes? Have there been any developments, any changes, anything that needs to be addressed?
J.Cole dropped a track recently.
He did. Dropped it yesterday.
I haven't heard it.
People are attacking him because they're saying that he's going at this black girl called Noname. I don't know who Noname is.
Who's Noname?
She's a rapper.
Yeah. What did she say for J. Cole to allegedly be going at her?
I think she basically said that they're your favorite celebrities, rappers who have platforms, but they're not really doing much.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing he took personal offense.
He took personal.
I saw when people were going in on Kendrick Lamar saying he hasn't posted, and someone made a valid point. Was like, listen, this guy made a whole album
to pimp a butterfly. To
talk about
not just that. I mean, his whole life.
Yeah, literally, and he's a conscious rapper. Like his whole being is about all these matters.
Yeah, exactly.
So, are you okay?
Plus, they're doing stuff behind the scenes.
This is it. So he doesn't need to come online and post up a black square for you to feel like
that's what I'm saying.
He's actually doing the work. I feel like, do you know what it is? It's the day and age that we're in because people literally forget that life actually exists outside of social media. That's what the problem is. So because you don't post, there's people that have even said to me stuff like, oh, do you still do PT? I've been doing PT. I just don't post my clients online anymore. So because I don't post it, you think I don't do it. Oh, do you still do meal prep? Yes. Again, because I don't post it, you assume it's not happening. But life actually happens outside of this app.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we've started to forget.
Yeah.
So I can see how people have come to that assumption, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, check yourself. Hold on a minute. Like, especially people like Kendrick and J.Cole, they're not people that haven't been about this life. So I find it weird that you're even questioning that.
They apparently wanted to cancel him.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Yeah, and apparently they took umbrage to him asking for help. Like, black women, you'll tell us that we're not protecting you and we're not doing enough.
So how can we help you?
And then the response is, basically, it's not our job to be telling you this, that, and next. We're there telling white people this, that, and the next, and what we have to come and tell all black men.
But the maddest thing is, though, it's like, do you know why that's dumb? Because it's like your partner, trying to love you, and him asking you, how would you like me to love you? Like, what's your love language?
You should already know.
And then you're like,
why do I have to walk you
Why
through
do I have
it?
to tell you my love language? You should know. How about you open your mouth? I don't know, man. There's a big lack of communication. I feel like. But then I also do understand how tiring it is to have to continuously repeat yourself. So, again, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it both ways.
Do you have any quotes from the J. Cole song?
I haven't heard it.
I could read some quotes.
Yes, please.
I haven't heard it.
Read some lyrics so we can dissect what he was saying. I think some people are surprised. No, to be fair, he was pictured at a few. Not that obviously he
He's been at protests.
He was pictured at a few protests. So was Kendrick as well. But just like you were saying, just because it's not posted doesn't mean it's not happening. Like look at
Ashley Waters.
No, Ashley Waters. Jay-Z. At first I was like, oh, what's Jay-Z doing? He hasn't said anything. But then he just he was doing work behind the scenes, speaking to the right people.
The real stuff.
Yeah, like
not like that, but
exactly. No, look.
The checklist.
Let's be honest. Jay-Z making the right calls to the right people in the right places
is going to be a lot
much more beneficial than him making a statement on social media. Let's be honest. So people, come on, man, think about what's really important and what's really going to make a change. Posting up a black square for Blackout Tuesday, making a statement, whatever. That's just lip service.
You know what
that's
it is?
That's just the optics.
Everyone's
making the calls and getting down to the. I mean, that's the real shit.
You know what it is? I feel like everyone is tired. And because they're tired, you know, when I'm tired, I get really cranky and angry and snappy. And that's just like a natural reaction of just being exhausted. So I feel like everyone's exhausted about this topic. So because of that, anger is being misplaced and directed in the wrong directions because we're just fed up. So anyone can get it. Like, do you know what I mean? We're giving all the smoke. So that's also a part to play in what's been happening, I feel.
Oh. And then obviously with the donations as well. Michael Jordan, he donated 100 million.
I saw.
Kanye donated 2. Stormzy donated 10 million over 10 years. So like, I think these donations are going to like foundations and charities, whatever. So yeah, the work's being done behind the scenes, and that's more beneficial to us and more important than just social media posts. So people need to really use it with the outrage. Yeah, let people do what they want to do, with what they feel is within their capabilities and all that stuff in it. All right, Brent, you got any lines from the song?
Yeah, some of the lyrics are here.
All right. But I wish I saw or knew what, because he's saying that people are assuming that he's talking about this Noname girl when he might not be talking about her. But with that being said, I want to read or hear what she said for him to reply in this way, because he did release a series of tweets actually this morning, basically saying, morning, I stand behind every word of that song that dropped last night. Right or wrong, I can't say, but I can say it was honest. Some assume to know who the song is about. That's fine with me. It's not my job to tell anyone what to think. how to feel about my work. I accept all conversation and criticism, Gina. But let me use this moment to say, follow Noname. I love and honor her as a leader in these times. She has done and is doing the reading and the listening and the learning on the path that she truly believes is the correct one for our people. Meanwhile, a nigga like me just be rapping. I haven't done a lot of reading and I don't feel well equipped as a leader in these times, but I do a lot of thinking and I appreciate her and others like her because they challenge my beliefs. And I feel that in these times, it's important. It's important. And we may not agree with each other, but we got to be gentle with each other. Peace. So those are the tweets he released today. Off the back of the criticism he was getting for the song. But because I don't know if he was actually talking to her or what she actually said, I don't really know how to dissect the song. But I get what he's saying. And what the hell are those?
Chicken satay.
Okay. Looking like pork. But yeah, all right, cool. So yeah, nothing else to discuss regarding this. We can cool because I feel the last couple of episodes we've been a bit. I mean, maybe we should get some laughs in there. What's Sid's word he keeps using to describe laughter? Levity. You know, Sid keeps using this word to describe laughter. You ain't paying attention. All right, what else has happened this week? What else has happened? What else has happened? Besides
Boris Johnson and
Marcus Rashford.
Yep.
Explain what that is to me again. I can't remember exactly.
I don't really know the full story, but from what I've seen, I think basically
It's to do with school dinners, right?
yeah. Was it about he was going to cancel free school dinners? Brent.
Who was?
Boris Johnson?
I think they're not providing it during this summer holidays, and Rashford was saying that
they provide free school dinners during the summer holidays?
No, they don't normally provide it during summer.
Oh, so he's saying that they should provide free school dinners?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
obviously
if
during this
people aren't in
COVID, they're not in school. So
so he's okay, I get it. So you've had like a 3-month break, basically. Is that what you mean?
Who has a 3-month
Like
break?
they haven't been getting free school dinners for like 3 months because no one's been at school. So you guys can afford to kind of provide it during the summer.
To be honest, I don't know the whole story.
Yeah, I don't know the story.
I haven't been following it at all.
Yeah, let me know before people come and tell me to do my
something about obviously kids will go starving during the summer and then he turned it around. They don't want to do it and then he turned it around. So they're going to give like £15 vouchers a week to kids that would normally get free school meals.
Okay. Is Rashford putting any of his money into this?
I think so.
Okay.
Or I think he raised money for it.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's good though.
All right, so obviously
because in my head I was thinking, if they're not going to be in school, are they going to go to school for the food? But the vouchers make sense.
Yeah. So I'm not well versed in this topic. I didn't really read into it, but I do know it's around school dinners.
But I've seen people basically say that Rashford kind of not bullied him, but it's like people were talking about this before.
Yeah.
You were saying that it wasn't possible. You guys can't do it. Then obviously he creates a big campaign about it.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden you've changed your mind. But then I think Boris Johnson said, he only found out about it like the day they announced it, which we all know is a lie.
Yeah. All right.
He rejected it at first, but then the pressure was real.
Okay. Obviously, this is the first time we've been around each other since lockdown. It's been, 3 months? What's everyone's... Now it seems to be kind of over. Obviously, over the week, on Monday, they reopened up shops, all that stuff. And I believe, I'm hearing gyms are open from the 5th of July. Still no word, I believe, on clubs and bars and restaurants and stuff like that. But now that things are kind of like coming back to the new norm, which I'm going to call it, how do we all feel? What's been our big takeaway from the 3 months we've been on hiatus? What's everyone's kind of like?
So I've actually been out and about since the lockdown. So I've actually seen that life has continued whilst everybody thought it hadn't continued.
Yeah.
So nothing has changed for me.
Okay. Gina? Besides the obvious.
What's the obvious?
The online stuff. The online classes and stuff like that.
I don't think it's going to go back to how it was. But I think one of my things, I just think it's really strange how all of a sudden we was in a pandemic and literally now we're not. Like, I think that's what I don't get because Corona has, has it disappeared? Like, I know obviously the numbers have decreased, but well, damn. Like yesterday, she was here. Now, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm driving past and seeing queues outside stores, but no one's 2 meters apart. You just look like you're in a queue for a neck sale on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
So the queue obviously is because you're trying to reduce the amount of people inside, but then outside, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It honestly doesn't make any sense to me. So,
but would you have preferred it to? Do you prefer things to still be?
Yeah. Because if it's if there really is a pandemic, right, and there's no cure, for me it's like, okay, so what do we do then? It's not like I can catch this thing and like, oh, I can just go and take antibiotics or take whatever to get cured. So I'm still being cautious.
Okay.
In terms of how I move.
So, can you all explain to me why you all are confident to be out and about? Because I have my own reasoning behind why it is I have approached this pandemic differently.
Because you're a Christian and you believe
That's
that God's
not
got
it.
you.
But that amen. But no.
I'm confident because, well, I'm not saying I'm confident because obviously the virus still exists.
Yeah.
I think I'm more willing now because obviously the numbers have dropped and they've been decreasing gradually over the past few weeks in particular. And as long as everyone takes precautions and we all try and limit, the spread of germs in general, so wash your hands or whatever, I just feel confident that, and this might sound dumb, but I just feel like the people that I'll be around are also like-minded and will also take similar precautions. Although that's a stupid way to look at it, but I just like, for example, being here now, I kind of trust you guys that you guys have been washing your hands, you guys have been quarantining, you guys don't have symptoms and wouldn't be here if you had symptoms to put others at risk. You know what I mean? I just trust the people I'm around.
Interesting. Hilary?
I don't know. I think it's just that mentality. Like, you just think nothing's gonna touch you.
Yeah.
Without the news and the media, no one would. I guess you would still go about your daily stuff.
Yeah,
that's true.
And if nothing, and if it catches you, you wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So I didn't need to wait for Corona before washing my hands frequently. Yeah. So
I think sometimes it's like blind faith.
Yeah.
Here's an example. Men, when men sleep with women without protection.
I knew this. Honestly, I knew this was gonna come.
I don't know. I might be dipping and double dipping, but
I've heard so many times in my life, like, I just know. Like, no, you don't know. You just have blind faith. Like, when the guy says, how do you know she didn't? I just know. Like, you don't know anything. But men, they judge a girl based on how she looks and how they perceive her and how she moves and think, okay, cool. Because she moves like XYZ, she must be clean. She must be clean. Come on. Stay. But it's just blind faith. You're doing it based on blind faith and just hope that your judgment is correct. And that's kind of how people move it now. I'm going to move based on faith that I'm not going to catch this virus. It's out there. The numbers have dropped, but just blind faith that the places I go, the things I touch, the virus isn't lingering there. Fingers crossed. Let's go.
It is really fingers crossed.
Basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, do you have anybody at home that is, I guess, vulnerable
High
to?
risk.
Yeah.
No. I live with
She's in Ghana.
two
All right.
two guys who are in their 30s.
Okay, so do you think that you contracted it at any point in time during the past or 4 months, even 6 months?
I think, based on my medical history, that it's probably highly possible that I had coronavirus. Do I have an official confirmation of that? No. Did I have symptoms outside of flu symptoms, i.e. loss of taste and smell? No.
It might, you don't have to have all of them.
I know.
Yeah.
But for example, so what I'm trying to say is, I wouldn't be able to know whether or not I've got a flu or corona.
Yeah.
Because, to be fair, I've actually been quite well in the last 3 months, which is weird for me. Last time I was sick was in Feb, and that was quite bad. I had a really, really bad flu in February. That could have been corona. That could have been corona. I was bedridden. You know what I mean? But since then, I've been fine. Yeah.
Do you think that plays into your blind faith?
Like thinking that you're immune now.
No, it is, Brent. That's like, what am I supposed to do? Not carry on with my life, not go outside.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to understand as to why you guys were confident enough to come here.
Oh, because one, I know that this place hasn't been in use for one. It's only been you in here, right?
Yeah.
So
if it was in use a lot, then you would have been.
There's a high risk. if you had people in and out of here like you'd normally do,
So
it's
high risk for you?
Of course. I'm a human being. Right?
No, as in, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you fear contracting it just for
Virus.
yourself, not for passing it on to somebody who is high risk?
No, obviously for both. I fear to get it myself and to pass it on to others.
All right, okay.
Of course, because I've got parents. I go to see my parents. I don't want to give it to my parents or my sisters or my friends or you or Gina or Hilary or whoever. I don't want to, the guys I live with, I don't want to give it to anybody.
So let's just say Boris comes tomorrow and says you can now visit your parents willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it?
No.
There's no vaccine yet.
No,
Are you going to do it?
I haven't, because I've only seen my parents twice in this period. Like, I've deliberately not gone to my parents' house a lot of times because I don't want to put them at risk.
So if tomorrow he says, all right, cool, everybody can now extend their social bubbles and actually go and visit the ones that they love, will you do it?
Not because Boris said so, because I would have done it anyway, but just not at the frequency that I would have normally. But him telling me, you just go wild, no, because he doesn't dictate that.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. Because you see how at the beginning they wanted to get that herd immunity.
Yes.
And then they realize it's just not going to work. People are going to die.
Yes, but this is what this is now anyway. I mean,
like
if it is that there is no
they're
vaccine,
trying to slowly just release
because
it.
the economy is absolutely going to tits, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think it is, yeah? With me saying I'm going to still kind of like be mindful, yeah? I mean in the sense of I'm not going to go out and about willy-nilly like for no reason, if that makes sense. Like obviously if I have to go somewhere...
I need an example because how you've come here, it's the
To
same
me,
as
I
you going anywhere
But
else.
to me, I have to come here.
Why?
Because I'm not coming here for no reason. Do you get what I mean? So I'm not gonna go and check my bedroom just to check my bedroom.
How is that any different than you coming here?
Because I'm here to record a podcast.
All right, so this is my issue with this entire thing. Let's just say your brethren were in this room at the same time and you could record your podcast. You've come here to record your podcast and you've seen your brethren, right? The fact that the mic is there is the only qualifier that is any different than you going to see your brethren. So how come you could convince yourself this is okay?
Like I said, if I have a purpose, like I said, I'm only going to go and do things that I feel I have a purpose. It's not for you or anyone else to decide whether that purpose is valid. But for me, coming here, my purpose is to record the pod. Going to check my bedroom, the purpose is to check my bedroom, but I can speak to my bedroom on the phone.
But the virus is still outside.
Okay, but it's like you're not hearing what I'm saying.
So I want to understand.
Okay, well, you don't have to be fair.
So I would like to.
Yeah, well, clearly you don't, so it's fine.
I've got so many of these conversations that baffle the hell out of me.
No, but it's like level of importance. Obviously, she deems this.
But the
important.
virus is still real. So how?
But it's the same people that have been going to work on the train even before. Do you remember when before it was like, okay, guys, if you have to go to work, go to work.
Yeah.
People were going after that announcement. Do you not see when you saw people on the tube on the Monday? Trains were packed because again, priority. I need to go to work, otherwise I'm not going to get paid. That's why they went to work or whatever reason. But that's why people went to work. It's about what you deem as a priority to you. So for me, like I said, my priority is whatever the purpose is. A priority, going to check my bedroom. I don't see that as a high level of importance. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't understand it, then I'm going to stop.
I'm understanding because English you're saying. I understand English. But in my mind, the same fear you would have that will tell you, no, I'm not going to go and do a pointless task, i.e. go and visit my brethren. It's still there with you coming to record. So how have you convinced yourself?
I just don't know.
And
because she's willing to take the risk for the pod, basically. So I'm willing to go into an environment where the virus might be there.
Yeah.
But if I can record the pod, then I'm gonna take the risk. But I'm not gonna risk it.
Let me give you some context.
Just to go and chat to my friend.
Let me give you some context. I'm not going to take any vaccine.
Okay.
I haven't taken the flu vaccine when it came out. I'm not going to take any vaccine.
Because?
So I believe that the human body has everything it needs in order to combat these things. And I don't know what they put in them flipping vaccines in the first place.
Yeah.
You understand?
And
so I haven't taken any vaccine before. I'm not taking this one, right?
No, I haven't taken any vaccine myself.
Cool. Now, a person like me, if you've decided that you're not going to take the vaccine either, you are always going to be living in fear because you would have no protection from this virus.
Yeah.
So at some point in time, you'll have to convince yourself past where you currently stand on this whole virus stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm asking the question.
No, I get it. When you put it like that, it makes sense. It makes absolute sense because you're never gonna get that level of protection realistically. So what you do now compared to later is not gonna be any different.
But I guess when everyone else gets the vaccine, the level of protection increases for you as well.
If you think that the vaccine actually heals you, yes.
Can I read something that my friend sent me?
All right.
Get your take on it, yeah. So she asked me what I think about the virus, whatever. So I told her what I thought. And then she said to me, I said, what do you think? She goes, in short, the virus isn't as deadly as they've made it out to be. The virus is real, but the virus is used to reduce the population and for everyone to run to the vaccine. Vaccine when it's available. Probably to crash the economy too, yeah? I asked her, what made you come to this conclusion? And she says, it doesn't make any sense. Doctors, medical professionals are confused and don't know who to trust or what's going on. Protocols have been changed. The history of vaccines, population control, New World Order. Government wants more control over us. I'm not going to say conspiracy because that has a negative stigma around it, but do you believe there's any truth to this? The virus is real, but it's being used
as a weapon.
As a weapon against us. It's like the government are using it to do their own bidding. Do you any credence to that? Any
well,
belief?
you have to, first of all, ask yourself, if it is that you, from day one, you had told us that, obviously because we saw examples in China, you saw that a particular demographic, age-wise, were getting licked off clean, right? You've known this from the jump, and you haven't decided to take proper precautions in old care homes and whatnot. Yeah, you want them dead. Yes, you want them dead. Where do you want them dead? Pew, pew. So, she's actually gone on the ledge and actually put a name to this. I am the type of guy that I would take on information from all over the places, and based on what I find is logical, and bear in mind, a lot of the insidious stuff that happens behind the scenes we don't know about, and we know that man is intrinsically wicked, especially those 1%ers, right?
Yeah,
they're definitely playing something.
And then you hear Bill Gates coming out saying, so basically we will need some sort of method in order to check to see if everybody's got the vaccine. So we might put some nanobots in there, just to communicate to us to know that you've got it, And if it is that they can't travel. Nah, don't run information like that to me. I really don't trust you. I really think you're evil. Don't run information like that with me. But I have time for conversation like that where it makes sense. You understand? The whole this is all 5G. That is nonsense.
Oh yeah, the 5G stuff is bullshit. I do believe, obviously, the virus is real, but I do believe in what she was saying. I think there is truth to that kind of thing. I don't just think things are just as
I think there's an
black
agenda.
and white
as
they try to make out. There's definitely something going on. There's definitely strings being pulled and plans being put into place, and I mean, there's things that have been implemented for their own gain, which I do 100% believe in. But yeah, I definitely believe in it. I just want to get you guys' take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind sitting down with people talking stuff like that, but when it gets to ridiculous levels,
what she was saying, the way she said it, I liked it because it was very clear, concise, and just to the point. I've had people tell me similar things, but they take it to some next spiritual type of level. I can't consume it. It's just too out there. Whereas what she said was very straightforward, sounded normal to a degree, innit? But when they start adding all this Egyptian science and them, like, man, reduce it. But yeah, man. Where were we before that? Nowhere. Okay. Oh yeah.
Are you asking?
We're asking about how the whole 3 months and how they've been. How's it been for you? This 3 months of quarantine.
Have you been able to see your female?
No.
All right.
I said no.
It's tough still.
Jeez. That's why you cut your hair off.
Well, quarantine definitely. It was at the beginning. It was like the break I needed to just like pause and look at everything. Definitely used it to like evaluate what I'm trying to get to in the near future. I still think I haven't even had enough time because I was till like 2 weeks ago. I still had to prepare for an exam, and I had like 4 pieces of coursework. So I was doing that, and so I basically haven't been free till 2 weeks ago. It's like time to think because the world's moving too fast.
Can I ask you a question? You're 19, right?
You're the same age as Georgia.
It's my son.
That's so weird.
Sometimes I think, when I'm talking to the young people, I'm like, rah, I was once that age. What was I like? Like, I want to compare myself at 19 to him at 19.
Yeah, I think you guys at 19 was like...
And like a mindset thing. Like, where was my mind at 19?
He was what?
Not as advanced.
No, he definitely wasn't. No, I agree in the sense of...
Who? Are you talking about us in this room or just people in general?
No, I feel like in terms of the generations, they've definitely become a lot more... Like, when I look at my sister, she's a lot more advanced in certain aspects than I not common sense, sorry, I tell it all the time.
Yeah.
She's not. Common sense and being like independent, hell no.
Yeah.
But just how she's grown up and the things that she does and says, and even just her parents, like the hair and stuff like that, like she's a lot more advanced than I was growing up.
What did you mean by advanced?
I don't think so.
I mean, like, you guys
do.
are still more of kids, yeah. Like, I'm in a mindset where I've always been in a mindset maybe 2 or 3 years ahead. Like, I'm thinking ahead. Like all this social media stuff, I don't really, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, but no, but remember.
I want to hear this.
But at 19, social media wasn't big when I was 19.
Oh no, but obviously, let's say if you at 19, if you had social media, you'd probably be attached to it as well.
Not really. Well, maybe, because to be fair, when I was younger, I jumped on social media late. I got Facebook very late. I was told about High Five and all these things. I wasn't really into it. My friends put me onto it. So I wasn't really... So I don't know. If I would be that engaged in social media.
So wait, are you saying that you're not engaged on social media?
No, I'm saying...
Because of your...
I'm saying it's hard not to be engaged, but I know that it's 95% of social media is rubbish.
Also, you're saying... A typical 19-year-old wouldn't think like you and would just go and consume social media but you're actually taking a step back from it and be like, you know what, it's not for me. But most 9-year-olds will just proper indulge in it.
I agree.
All right, let me expand on that. So you're 19 and you contacted these two in order to do this extra curricular activity, right? Why?
I knew I like you. As I told you before, I have hobbies.
Bear in mind, you do computer science, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after you finish, you plan to go into an industry. Okay, cool. Continue.
I knew as I was saying before, I knew I was capable of doing it. I knew I had the time to do it, and I like utilizing myself. And like what I was saying before, I have hobbies. I record sometimes. I do like a lot of stuff. But
all right, do you have or do you feel a pressure to have something else social media related in your life to feel as though you're actually doing something worthwhile?
What do you mean? Like I have to put my stuff on social media?
No, as in you look at influencers, you look at creatives, everything is surrounded by a social media influence, right? And everybody bases a person's value based on how important they are doing a particular thing in this social media bubble.
I know I'm in this place and I want to move up the ladder. I can utilize my skills right now to be at least jump on that ladder. Or the more interaction and contacts and all that stuff you have, it just betters yourself. So
you're in the game now, Hilary. What are you telling me?
My brain's been in the game. I just haven't been able to stamp anything yet.
And that's why you said you're a jack of all trades. And when it is you do something, you want to do it well, because in doing that, it will get you here.
Yeah.
If it is you didn't have any of that, would you feel as though you are living a life less lived as a 19-year-old just studying computer science?
Yeah, because I guess social media shows you that you can be there are people that are way better than you at your same age.
So you compare yourself to others your age also?
I don't compare myself to people my age. I see what I can possibly do and compare myself to that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to compare myself to other 19-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm going to think how can I level up the most that I can at 19.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Is there pressure there at all with if you look at your peers and you see?
No. I don't see nobody with me.
Right.
Who I'm gonna lose.
All right.
I'm done.
It's like
He said y'all niggas ain't shit.
I'm in my own lane,
You got
like,
tunnel
and it doesn't
vision and
matter.
everything.
It doesn't matter. The thing is, people are like quick to. They've gone to Instagram and the person that they keep on looking at has done this. They've made 100,000 sales, and they're looking to make 100,000 sales. But if you stick to your own plan, you'll make 100,000 sales when you planned it.
Yeah.
When you planned it. So why are you looking at him and now you're fumbling because you're looking at him? Just focus on yourself. And
Face your front.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's real.
It'll happen if you follow your plan.
Do you see your sister Gina kind of getting anxious when she's seen her age mates?
I think, do you know what I said to her? And I said this. So we were talking about cars, right? And like a couple of her friends have like a Mercedes A-Class, a BMW 1 Series. Like her age group are not easy. So like they have Balenciagas. You know what I mean? Like all the things that at my working age I could get. But when I was 19, those things didn't even cross my mind. And I was just like, I was like, do you know what? It's long, you know. I'm so happy I didn't grow up in like your environment because that pressure is annoying and it's long.
You didn't feel that pressure when you were 19?
Nah. Do you know what? Because not everyone around me was on that. So like, I got nice things and obviously I worked from 16 and I had 2 jobs. So if I wanted to buy something, I could.
Yeah.
But there was never pressure because growing up around me, not everyone was on that. I think for boys, definitely. I know that with boys, it's a lot more. But in terms of like designer handbags, who at my age, at 19, is holding an LV bag? None of us. So it wasn't till uni when people got student loan and you had money that wasn't your own that you could spend on something stupid. But nobody my age was going to work and working their weekend retail job, going to buy a designer bag. None of that stuff. Like even with cars. So like that's why I say I notice in terms of them growing up. I just feel like their taste, like this whole fast-paced lifestyle, it's more evident in the younger generation than it is. And also, I feel like in terms of entrepreneurship, they're killing it. Yeah. So even their new generation, you've seen so many people online make serious money from being online. Like we didn't have that growing up. Like there wasn't people around us who were YouTube sensations or, do you know what I mean? Making a lifestyle, doing whatever. Even stuff like beauty, stuff like eyebrows, eyelashes, hair. Like again, growing up, these were things people did, but I never saw people making a living. Like that's their 9 to 5. They've got a business. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like the younger generation are definitely a bit more advanced in that aspect.
But are they advanced because they live in a different time? Remember, we didn't live in a time where these things were even thoughts.
No, 100%. But that's the point I'm making, though.
But I still think, because I'm going back to what you said about just from a mindset point of view, yeah. Hilary at 19 and say, I don't know, me and Brent at 19, we might have the same mindset, but he's at a time where he can actually he can do it. We maybe couldn't do it because of the time we lived in. Right now, social media is a hotbed. Mm-hmm. You can jump online and become famous overnight. That wasn't a reality when I was younger.
100%.
So, because I'm looking at him and thinking, you know what? I think I was kind of ahead of my time, as in I was a bit more mature for my age when I was younger.
Ooh.
What's that? I don't think I was... What's that noise? No, it's like a bell.
It's like a feedback.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But anyway, what I'm saying is, in terms of like obviously being an entrepreneur and all that, that's kind of like what is the it thing now. When we were younger, if that was a thing, I'm sure we would have tried to do it or whatever. Yeah. But it just wasn't. When I was younger, it was all about trying to get a job, go into West End, hand out your CV, and that was what it was about when we were younger. There was no YouTuber or social media influencer or
selling food,
selling this, selling that. It was I need to get the best job available to me. Then we go. That was what we tried to do: is get a good job, and they're doing the equivalent to that for their generation.
Yeah, I agree with that because I think it's if you have the hustler's mindset, then you will take advantage of the resources in front of you, the tools in front of you.
What's available to you.
Because this whole making money from social media wasn't present when we were 19 because that wasn't it anyway. That wouldn't have been something that we picked up on. Obviously, now that it's there for them, they're just like, well, if I have the hustler's mindset, if I have the will, then I'm going to do this. Because you even have 19-year-olds who aren't like you. They will be like, not your sister, I'm not saying.
Because you looked at me, you was. Georgia or Georgina.
So Nella Rose is your age, right?
No,
she's older. She's like 25.
All right, sorry. There are some YouTubers that are 19 that are doing stuff. And your sister isn't on YouTube doing stuff. This is the example I'm trying to make, basically. I'm not saying she doesn't have the hustler's mindset, but...
But do you know what I said to her? I said to her the other day, and I was like, why can't... Because you always tell me about people that are making crazy money. Like, oh my gosh, look at this makeup artist. She made... You know how people do videos and declare how much they made and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, she's like my age or all that kind of stuff. And then I said to her, why can't you be that person that you speak about your friends to? I said, why can't you be the person that people talk about in their WhatsApp groups that are also doing the same thing? And she paused and I was like, you need to stop. I was like, your focus is on the wrong thing. Like, but then again, my sister isn't a hustler. She doesn't have the hustler's mindset.
Right.
Me on the other hand, and I know that if I was of that generation,
100%.
The game don't change. So you're right. It's definitely a mindset thing because if you are someone who's hungry for it, you're going to get it by any means necessary with the tools you have available to you. So I guess we did the best we could with what we had.
I want to must say that if it is the internet or social media were to just go kaput next week, there will be a lot of quote-unquote advanced 19-year-olds who wouldn't know how to survive.
Yeah, that's true.
Their reliance is solely
and they
on
haven't
social
been...
media.
Yeah, there's a lot of... You've got the people with the actual mindset and then you've got the people like in this quarantine, I've seen how many people make a YouTube channel, how many people, I'm doing nails, I'm doing eyelash. Like, your brain didn't do this, you just saw this and thought, I can get eyelashes from China and ship it to you.
Yeah.
There's a lot, that's the problem with social media. Like, how do I separate who I need to be looking at? Like someone like Keith, for example, the house and stuff. Even though I'm nowhere near buying a house, I'm like, some people see Keith's house and they're automatically doubting things. Like, if you didn't see Keith's house and you didn't think, I need to go harder, I need to level up, then there's something wrong with you.
No, it's 100. You're so true because even like after that happened, like my friends were like, fam, our peers, people that are like my age mate, and this is what they're doing. Sis, get your shit together. Like legitly, like if someone that you know from around the way who's had the same opportunities as you, like, do you know what I mean? He wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth and he's literally grinded and worked to get to that position, to be able to afford that lifestyle, then what is your excuse? Do you get what I mean? So, yeah.
It's nice to see what is your excuse, but
there is no excuse really.
No.
Some people are just not born like that.
It's a different piece.
No, but the thing is,
a different mindset.
You can't be hard on everyone.
Precisely, because it's
not everyone's gonna achieve their goals, and so it's not like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, everyone is not gonna be Keith or fucking Bill Gates.
No, but if you want to,
if you want to, you can make the attempt, but you can't ride everyone for not doing X, Y, Z.
Let me take back
what also has a version of Keith to somebody else.
What I mean is, if your goal is to be like that, and you want to do it, but out of laziness you haven't. That's what I mean. Okay. It's like you have. So you know how, for example, when I said, when we spoke about this before about being in quarantine, having 3 months of to yourself, especially if you are someone who's been furloughed, where you haven't had to go, like you haven't even had to work, and you've had 3 months to yourself, and there's things that in the past you wanted to do that you couldn't do because of time or, just not having the capacity to do it. If you have the capacity, when I say you have, I'm talking about the mental capacity, the physical. I'm not talking about, do you know what I mean? I'm saying the ideal position to be able to do these things. And because of laziness, you didn't. That's when I have to question what is your excuse. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I don't feel like I should be praised for doing my job.
Yeah.
So for me, and I have this conversation all the time, people like, Anne, shout out Anne, because Anne has like recently she's been cheerleading me like out of this world, yeah. And she's always like, Gina, why are you so like? She doesn't get my lack of enthusiasm at her like her praise or like her compliments. And I was like, do you know what? It's because to me, I live and breathe this stuff because it's my purpose. I feel like it's what I'm meant to do. So that's why I'm able to do it. And I don't see it as anything other than that. I don't see it as, you've built an amazing brand. For me, I'm like, I'm just scratching this. Like, this isn't where, this stuff doesn't excite me because I know where I'm looking to. And when I get there, I'm going to be gassed. I said, but for now, I'm still in the trenches. But I know that it can come across quite ungrateful because there's somebody else who also would want to be in the position that I'm in. So I need to be grateful because someone else is rating it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not ungrateful for the position that I'm in.
Don't you ever look to flipping dull your shine just because other people might be like, no,
I know, but
give them the inspiration.
I've just never been that way inclined though. Like I've never been that person.
No
to
one's
like,
saying that you're boasting.
Yeah, I know, and I feel like
confident in your own value.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry.
No. Carry on. Sorry, what was the conversation before?
I think we kind of wrapped it up. We were talking about the differences between his generation and our generation and the whole advanced conversation.
Yeah.
Never
mind.
I think it's a lot for younger generation these days. Sorry, go on.
No, it's fine.
Why, is it a bad thing?
No, it's fine.
Well, I'm really intrigued now.
No.
Spit it out, G.
Basically, I was gonna say, do you feel like my mindset is a result of being a black woman? Not a result, but a country. Do you get where I'm trying to go with this?
Yes.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
And I thought, do I want to take it there? Am I reaching? Because
no, I don't think it's a reach.
I feel like a lot of black women have this same persona where, like, some might look at us and feel like we're super women, or like, you know, we can do, you're so amazing. But then for us, it's just like, like we kind of know we have to work twice as hard. So it's ingrained in us from young. And that's probably by experience, or it's weird because it's only now that I feel like, now being older and working for myself and all that kind of stuff, that I feel like my colour has impacted whatever's going on. But prior to that, I never really thought of it like that, if that makes sense. But the older I'm getting, the more I'm seeing it and experiencing it and feeling it, basically. But
that's because you're discovering more about yourself and what your quote unquote colour actually means to you.
No, 100%. So I'm feeling it a lot more now. But I feel like black women generally have this strong persona where we kind of not brush things under the carpet, but it's like, do you know what I mean? And so I wondered if that's what I'm projecting or it contributes to what I'm putting out there. And
Snap our fingers, guys. Snap our fingers. Yeah, no, I think it definitely plays a part. Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Can't go to bed in oceans.
Damn.
Where the heck can you go?
But yeah, no, I do believe that we are living in a different time. So the opportunities that someone like Hilary has is much different from, say, what me and Brent had. But with saying that, I love the way things are now anyway. And I love that you lot do have better opportunities than we did. That's how it should be, innit? As
100%.
generations progress, you guys should have better opportunities, just like we have better opportunities than our parents. So that's just the way of the world, isn't it? As we progress, opportunities become easier, and our kids and our kids' kids, you know, should be able to live better than us. So we are in the right direction in that regard. But even going back to what you're saying about the whole like pressure to dress, I went to, I know you heard the SFX?
Yeah.
So in South London, that's quite like they call it like a fashion college. So there was a lot of pressure to kind of dress
and have the latest kicks and stuff.
Yeah, the latest stuff. It wasn't to the degree of, you know, Louis and Gucci, but it's more like, for example, like
the latest Nikes.
Like Prada's were big them times.
No, it is still.
Eva Sue was big them times.
But that's what I'm saying. Now you lot are dealing with actual Balenciagas.
Yeah, now you
and all
guys
that
are
stuff. And I
with-
just think how?
Like, I think we had a cap. Like,
You know what? Because most people are working for an agency, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
oh, yeah. But them things were still ripe in my day, though.
But then I feel like
I think them things were worse in
they
my
were
day.
worse than it was easier for us lot. But I just feel like we didn't hit the levels of brands with the agency stuff that you guys probably would do, if that makes sense.
It is. Okay. Let's just say
agency is fraud.
Let's just
fraud.
Pardon? Let's just say
the man.
Let's just say
What, you don't
I used to work for.
I was just thinking that.
I used to work for an agency.
Yeah.
Actually, in fact, I used to own the agency. But
Hey.
Come on, CEO.
Santander, you know us.
General.
Anyway. I'm done.
HSBC Hilary.
God damn.
The H is for Hilary.
H is for Hilary.
But what I used to do was, like, I'm not going to go into it, but actually I can if Brent's going to bleep out.
Gosh.
Like, for example, some people might get a check of £2,000 and spend 1.5 on a bag and live off the 5 and just try and survive on the 5 until the next paycheck. Some people do that because they want that drip so much that they're willing to make themselves uncomfortable.
It's sacrifice, isn't it?
Just to have it.
They're willing to sacrifice.
Just to show it, just to be the guy. Yeah, I got the new Louis joint.
They want to offend and
That's the new slavery, man.
I want to offend and Fendi, but we're not doing that. You know what we're doing? We're supporting black business.
Come on.
Yeah. Don't put all your money into the man.
Into brands.
So these luxury brands that what they mean? They mean absolutely nothing, to be fair. Put your money into black businesses. If there's a business that doesn't, for example, like I said before, when it comes to luxury brands, we don't really have like, for example, there isn't a black equivalent of Gucci or Louis or Fendi or Prada. So telling a black girl to be like, don't buy the Louis bag, she'll be like, okay, what am I going to buy as a replacement? There isn't really.
Yeah, the thing is, there's no black designer.
So for certain industries, it's hard to buy black, but for the ones that you can, please try. Please try. That's the agenda from this day forth. Support black
We have
business.
to rewire our mind and our thinking as to what is drippy and what isn't.
Yeah.
Because the moment we do that, that's when it is that we will place less emphasis on what the world has decided.
Yeah, like when you really think about it, it means absolutely nothing. Like
it's for the validation of everybody else.
I can't even express how much it means nothing.
Utterly ridiculous.
It means absolutely nothing. You wearing a t-shirt that has Louis Vuitton all over it means absolutely nothing.
You know what? I feel like even being in lockdown and being at home here has changed my taste for things and my want for things. Because there's things that obviously I like nice things in it.
Yeah.
And if something looks nice and I want it, I'm gonna buy it regardless of the price because I like it or whatever. And I can, if it's within my means.
Yeah.
But since we've been at home, like I've not bought any, like I haven't bought clothes. I haven't done anything like that. If I've invested in anything, it's been sports clothes. Because obviously I wear sports clothes every day.
Yeah.
But like in terms of like drip, and I thought about it and I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna like go down this road again because where am I going? Like
that's probably what has forced you not to buy anything because you haven't been going anywhere.
No, but that's what I'm saying because I haven't. But even after this whole thing's over, it doesn't look like we're going back to the way life used to be before anyway.
I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna keep this little.
That's fine.
Don't worry.
So
if you see it with like a
let's say I'm gonna see pictures with
Louboutin pump or like
but
an LV bag.
But how are you gonna know that it's not old and I've already owned it? Because I got bits.
That's for you to say once we come in the comments. Hey, what new bag? Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is vintage. This is old.
But literally, like you said, I think we've been programmed because if you look at like, for example, like a Louis Vuitton bag, it's the logo that you love.
Yeah.
It's the logo you want to be seen with.
Only because
it's the logo. It's nothing else but the logo.
Everybody around us has told us
that logo means something. That logo means
we cancel something.
Yeah.
It's not fashionable anymore. So we have the power.
Yeah.
We have the influence.
Yeah.
But it's just directed in the wrong way.
Like we're programmed to believe that logo means you've got money, you've got status, you've got drip. You know what I mean? Like we're programmed to believe that. But like for example, Brent wears black, white.
Brent's like Simon Cowell.
Brent wears plain black tees most of the time, yeah?
Do you get what I mean?
No.
Okay, on X Factor, Simon Cowell wears a white t-shirt and
car.
he's worn it for like 10 seasons. I mean, it could be Prada, I don't know.
Yeah,
but the point is, it's just a plain black t-shirt. No one looks at Simon Cowell and says you're not drippy or you ain't got peas. No one cares.
Yeah. I use example all the time. Take that black tee, add a LV logo on the breast, People are going to go and buy it The only difference is between Brent's tee and the LVT is an LV logo. You're just buying it for the brand name.
Yeah.
That's it. And you actually pay 10 times the price for the brand name.
But
like,
ultimately,
And also the quality.
Quality comes
because
into play.
it's not just brand name.
Sorry,
like
I apologize.
You have
quality definitely comes into play as well.
And also,
but a lot of time, let's be honest though, it is the brand name.
But also, for example, let's talk about bags. I think I spoke about this before. Some bags hold a lot of value and in turn can be an investment. And I say that because I've got a bag that I purchased in 2009. Fam, 11 years ago.
No, you're right.
And when I first bought the bag, it was, how much was the bag? I think I paid like $420 for the bag. And I don't wear the bag often, so in terms of the condition, it's still good. And it's
four bags, 20 or 400.
Is it Birkin?
420.
Oh,
no, and it's my money didn't take that long. But again, Birkin bags, mad.
Even Hermes bags.
Yeah Hermes is a Birkin.
Oh, sorry. Basically,
that's all right. Yeah. I'm with you on that one. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, same.
So Hermes
is the
Birkin.
brand.
Okay.
The style of the style. Birkin is the style, and Hermes is the brand.
Because I've got a friend right now who's teaching me this stuff innit, about buying luxury goods and reselling whatever.
Because you can make a lot of money from it. So
she's trying to convince me to buy some bags.
So the bag I bought was like
a friend.
She wants your money.
What do you mean?
I mean, like she just wants your money. She might not be necessarily thinking.
No, it was my idea. I went to.
But yeah. Anyway, let's just say I paid like $420. The bag, and obviously because it's a classic, 11 years later it's still being done, and now the bag's double the price. So if I was to sell it, I'd be able to get more than I paid for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends on what you're buying also, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can definitely buy luxury goods and also have them as investments.
Yeah.
So I'm not against all of all of it, but like, yeah.
Because I went to her and asked her about different ways of kind of flipping money. And then she suggested that. Because obviously that's kind of...
And that's popular right now.
So
Everyone's
obviously buying and reselling, and she mentioned like Hermes bags cost a lot of money. You can buy it.
Bruv, they start at like 8.
I even saw like a YouTube video saying that buying and selling Hermes bags is a better investment than gold. Because the way they appreciate in value is mad.
You don't understand. You know Kylie Jenner? I mean, I watched one video that she had on YouTube and about her bag collection.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, if your house was burning, like which product would you, out of everything, would you get?
Yeah.
And she went and picked one snakeskin Hermes bag that she had.
Yeah.
And she was like, this bag is valued at $400,000. A bag. And if you see the
400.
400,000.
But why are Hermes bags such sought after items?
I don't know, but she was like, this bag, she said, everything else in my house can burn. I'm going to grab this bag because obviously every year it appreciates in value.
Yeah.
So this is what it's worth now. So imagine, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, the bag is not, like when you look at it, you're going to look at it and think.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. What is it about the bag and
it's
the brand?
It's nothing about the quality or
like,
it's the brand.
It's the brand.
But I never knew Hermes was such a upper echelon brand though.
No, it is.
I never knew.
It's been like that from... So when did I first like hear about people wearing Birkin bags? Like after uni.
Okay.
So after uni was like the trend where like people were like rocking them.
Yeah, but you are right in terms of quality. That's one thing I did miss out. Obviously, we associate expense and upper echelon brands with quality, things that are gonna last long. Like how... Like you'll
to be fair, they do.
No. They do. They better. I lie.
No,
for the price, they better last long.
Nah, they do.
You know what I mean? But still, like for example, I'm not gonna buy a plain black tee, which is Prada, for example, that looks exactly like Brent's for $1,000. When I can go and buy a Zara black tee for £10, it's not happening. I don't care. I don't care how many washes it's gonna last for.
But that's why I feel like you have to be selective.
And I'm not speaking to you needing to dress a certain way in order to garner more clients, depending on where it is that you're working.
And it
you
depends
may need to actually
100%.
Look as though you're actually doing stuff if it's in the wealth industry.
We spoke the other day about selling Sunset briefly on the thing, and it's about not you lot.
Is Sunset a cat or something?
Me and the girls. Selling Sunset is basically a show on Netflix of real estate workers. Okay. They sell houses, but they sell $1 million homes. And each episode, when you see the women that are realtors that sell these houses, drippy. And I always just think I could never do this job because I can't be on this vibe, but they look the part. They look the part to be able to sell you £1 million home. Do you get what I mean? So it also does come with the industry that you work in. If you work in the fashion industry, you can't be bummy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
I want to offend in Fendi, but guys, if you see me in any of these brands, just turn a blind eye. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, you like what you. The thing is, you like what you like. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying that I'm never gonna go and buy a designer item again, but I'm saying
If you see me in the Dior's,
the need and the
turn a blind
want,
eye.
my need and want for these things, I'm definitely reevaluating how I would move.
Cool. You see, where it gets ridiculous for me is when it is Kanye West comes up with his range of homeless clothes, and then people are going on like, "Oh my goodness,
Earth tones.
I'm not gonna lie,
he reinvented the wheel." That for me is nonsense.
There are certain products that get released that I know people are literally just screaming about it because of the brand, because the item is ugly.
Yeah.
Those clumpy ass Balenciagas, you know what I'm talking about? The moon boot looking trainers.
Ugly as hell.
Can I be honest though?
You like them, innit?
Some colours. I've warmed to it. I've warmed some colours.
No,
they got me. I want to wear them. No way. But
there was, I think,
I can look at some and appreciate
Chanel, they had like these gold buckle fit, and I just thought, you're gonna buy them, and then a month later, when they're no longer like the new trend, you're gonna regret and hate that you bought these things.
I'm convinced.
I like classic things. Things that like will last you 10 seasons, 10 years. And when you wear it, it's like, my sister made a comment about, oh, that's so not on trend. I was like, trend care? You think I care about trend? Fam, I'm not buying like, if I'm going to buy something, for me, again, it's classic items because I want to be able to wear this. I want to get my money's worth. Let me wear it for 10 years. Why not? Do you get what I mean?
I don't know about 10 years.
But I've had my bag for 11. I can still walk on the road and wear this bag and no one's going to look at me and think, oh, your bag's not on trend. It's still being sold now. But you get what I'm trying to say though? So it's like, that's what I want longevity.
You know what it is? Longevity is good, but I'll be honest, I get bored of stuff. So I wouldn't wear something that I've had for 10 years out of just boredom of seeing it.
But then if you don't wear it often, like I'm saying, if it's not something that you wear often, but you've had, like I've had my bag for 11 years. I don't remember the last time I held the bag. And I only really take it when I go on holiday.
Yeah, no, if you don't bring it often,
and
then fair enough.
It's not my everyday bag. So I can still wear it now and not feel like, oh, I've rinsed this bag. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, depends.
But obviously, if you wear it every single day, then I'd understand why it's just like, okay, we need to retire this item.
Yeah, especially if it's loud.
Do you know why I'm laughing? Do you remember the group, the picture with the bag, the bad bag, your bedroom?
Reduce it. Reduce it.
Bro.
All right, cool. That was a good chat actually about the luxury brand and that. What else we got? I feel like I'm just like clutching at straws. Anything else? Or should we do Seen by Just Gene and Song of the Week?
I don't really have anything
I literally didn't
to
come on the
say.
docket today. I normally do, obviously, but I just didn't come today.
I don't think there's anything else to say, really.
Nothing much happened.
And I feel like because it's weird, I feel like we've had a pod already, even though we haven't, because Monday was like the other day. So I feel like
Everyone wanted all the tea about the arguments. That was hella funny.
that was hilarious. That was hilarious. But yeah, I feel like we've already kind of like had this moment.
Yeah.
So
guess
since
so.
I've seen you lot,
Oh, hold on. Do we still talk about Insecure?
I don't think we should.
No, technically we do, because we haven't spoken about the finale on here,
I think I've got it easy to. Okay, fair
and
enough.
only 60 people were on the Zoom.
Fair enough.
All right, cool. Insecure.
Spoiler alert.
The finale. No, they must have seen it by now.
Not really.
No, this is
I
coming,
know,
out, it's coming out on Sunday.
Yeah, Yusuff, not everyone is like us that gets to watch episodes straight away.
Listen. All right, so Insecure, obviously we had the Zoom, but obviously we have to speak about it on the pod. So excuse us if we haven't got the same vim for it, because we already obviously spoke about it.
Yeah.
But the cat's out the bag. Condoleezza Rice is pregnant. I knew it.
We all knew it, boy.
She's pregnant. Issa is distraught. Lawrence is beside himself.
Mm-hmm.
She's ruined everything. Someone needs to punch. No, I'm joking. She needs to go. Go do this face. She needs to go. So, and then along.
Lawrence got the job.
Yeah, Lawrence got the job in
said basically
San Fran.
he's obviously going to go San Fran. Issa was like, oh my gosh, do you know what? Like, this isn't a deal breaker for me. Let's see if we can make this work. And if it does, I'm not opposed to moving out there with you, which was cute. So we were thinking, oh, you know, oh my God, that we're finally going to get the happy ending that we've always wanted. And then Tiffany goes missing. She's suffering from postpartum depression. So there's a wild goose chase with the friends and the partner, Derek, trying to find her, which took up the majority of the episode, which I don't think it should have, because, I don't know. I felt like there was other things that they needed to
I don't know why
into.
they use so much of the ep on that.
On that. I feel like we should have seen more from Issa and Molly, to be honest with you, in terms of their dialogue. But anyway, Andrew breaks up with Molly, or it appears Andrew is breaking up with Molly.
Yeah.
And then obviously Lawrence drops the bombshell with Issa. And then Issa and Molly reconnect, clearly because they're both going through trauma or traumatic experiences.
Yeah.
So we figured that maybe their relationship is based on toxic behavior. So when they're both going through toxic shit, their friendship is brilliant, and that's their like common ground as friends, how they can relate. But if one person seems to be doing better than the other or is living it up, then it's just like their friendship gets put into question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nathan also let it be known kind of to Issa kind of how he feels about her. And obviously the fact that she's with Lawrence, but she made it clear and was like, you know, I'm with Lawrence. So, you know, that's what's important to me now.
Yeah.
I do want to be a good friend to you, but I'm with Lawrence, so, you know, ridicules it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, cool, I don't want to make your life any more stressful than it is, but obviously I had to get off my chest. And that was pretty much it. So now we've got to wait for another season to know if Issa and Lawrence stay together, because Lawrence has made it clear to Issa that he still wants to be with her, whether Condola Rice has the baby, whether Andrew dumps Molly or they make it work, whether Kelly actually finds a man.
No one cares about Kelly finding a man.
She's funny though. Whether Tiffany and Derek managed to kind of get over their hurdle, and that's it.
Yeah. I think, because we already just spoke about it, let's just give our predictions for next season. So I believe that Lawrence is not going to take the job in San Fran. He's going to stay in Inglewood or wherever they are, Crenshaw. And he's going to try and, you know, be a father to his child and co-parent with Condola, but at the same time, try to make it work with Issa. So we're basically going to see the struggle that Lawrence faces and the struggle that Issa faces in trying to make the relationship work with Lawrence having a child, and there's all the trials and tribulations that come along with that scenario. That's basically what I think it's going to be. Anyone next?
I think Issa's I think she's gonna try and make it work.
Initially,
and then realize that she's not mature enough to handle it, because someone made a valid point.
But why do we keep using immaturity as
because
a reason?
Because to be able to handle that comes with a certain level of maturity. You're there still arguing with yourself in the mirror about whether you should call Molly or not.
We all talk to ourselves sometimes.
No, but I'm talking about the fact that she's doing the whole petty thing. Now she has to call me first. That's not. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I feel like to handle that kind of dynamic, you have to be in a certain headspace.
Yeah.
Which I don't think she's reached yet.
Yeah.
So yeah. She's gonna be battling with that most season. I think Andrew's gonna dump Molly.
He really dumped her, though.
Yeah. I feel like she's gonna have to literally just go back to therapy and figure out how to let stuff go, because she holds grudges too much. And I feel like her relationship with Andrew has made her realize that she's everything she accuses Issa of being extremely selfish. And yeah.
Brent, you watch Insecure, Hilary?
No.
Kelly's gonna find love.
Why does everyone care about that? She's the comic relief.
Issa and Lawrence are gonna make it work. It's gonna end happily. Molly is going to get some sort of breakthrough in her own personal development, which may be seen as a win, much more of a win than her just having a guy on her arm. I think we started seeing glimpses of her getting back into good graces with her father. I don't know if it is that they might revisit that. I don't know if it is that plays a part in anything, because I think at one point in time, she also held a grudge with her father, and that ate away at her. So I don't know if it's all across the board, but we're going to see some breakthrough there. The postpartum young lady, hopefully...
Tiffany.
Yeah, hopefully we only see maybe half an episode where they focus on that, and then the rest of the season we don't see anything, because to be honest, I'm not invested in her at all.
Yeah, just to reiterate, it's not the fact that we don't care about that issue.
Yeah.
It's just the character. We don't really care about Tiffany like that.
Yeah.
I don't like her anyway.
Yeah.
I think she's a shit friend.
She's
personally.
very superficial also.
Yeah.
Nathan is going to get his business up and running. There might be a little dalliance between Nathan and Issa for a little while. Obviously, because she's going to be doing an event in his space. But there's no way they're going to make it so that I want Nathan and Issa to get together.
Do you know what? Imagine obviously Issa and Lauren start to make it work. Well, they're trying to make it work. Then Nathan gets a girlfriend. And then Issa and Lawrence don't work. And then Issa comes to the realization that Nathan's the one that got away.
Issa, sit down, please.
Yeah, I mean, we've spent how many seasons rooting for Issa and Lawrence for us to come in this last season and tell us this is what we wanted all the time. No, we didn't want Issa and Nathan.
Yeah, no.
So don't try
Issa
to...
and Nathan is basically like Game of Thrones season 8.
Yeah.
We don't want it, bro. We don't want it. Give us what we want. Do you think they should end Insecure soon? I reckon they should.
Well, what else can they do?
I think
involved now.
I think the last season should be the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see
Point to
how
something else.
more they can drag this on for. So yeah, hopefully it's the last and it goes out with a bang. And we all get what we want.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I guess that's the end, guys. That's the end. Thanks for listening. Yeah, don't forget what's it called? Fires what?
Little Fires Everywhere.
Little Fires Everywhere is our new show to watch, so we'll be discussing it from next week. But watch the first 3 episodes, then the discussion will happen on the 26th?
Yeah.
26th of June. Yeah, Friday, 26th of June. We'll announce the time later on. And yeah, don't forget, as always, follow us on social media, Meet Us After 7, Insta and Twitter. Dilemmas, meetusafter7@gmail.com. Yeah, follow all our individual socials. Big Man Use, _Gene. What's your socials? I don't even follow you on socials. What's your socials?
Oh, go.
Should I drop the socials?
If you want.
Man says, shall I?
If you want.
All right. It's H20_Bueno on Instagram.
Okay, sounds like a little mathematic thing there. That's a Bueno.
Quick math.
Written by him. If you want them poems, them morning poems there. Produced by him, written by him. All by him. I've been who do you think Ed is better? Is it me or you? 6'8" center for the Chicago Bulls, making his debut on the podcast. Hilary.
Man, like Hilary HBC. What's it called? HSBC.
HSBC though. And the H is for hefty amounts.
I've been, the more I grow, the more I learn about myself, and the more that makes me happy. I ain't gonna be wearing no Prada, no Gucci.
Gucci, you know.
But I'm gonna keep my bag that's double its value since I've had it.
Come on, somebody.
I ain't stupid.
Come on, somebody.
Just Gene.
But what I will say is, like I said, I didn't say I'm never buying. No, quick disclaimer. I didn't say I'm never buying nothing again.
I ain't gonna buy no Gucci no more. I never said that.
No, I didn't. All I'm saying is, I'm going to be a bit more... This whole period has allowed me to be more mindful with how I spend my money and what I buy and what I place value on. Do you get what I mean?
I like that word.
But respect that. Anyway, I have been Mr. Big Man, Bigger Man, Biggest Man. I'm a big man, but I'm not 30 because I'm bloody 35.
You're done now.
Yeah. Big, bigger, biggest. Big man, yes.
The biggest.
The biggest.
The biggest.
Big man, yes.
And this is, what did it say the episode number? Episode 190.
90.
Yeah, episode 190. Wow, 10 away from 200.
Almost there. Oh, that episode has to be...
Yeah, I'm thinking to make 199 and 200 both. Because 199 is still...
Things.
Yeah. But 200 needs to be like Avengers. Like Avengers Assemble. Yeah. But yeah. All right, guys. Next week.
Peace. Thank God.